I got you for 5 minutes. That's that's
Yeah.
like the apex of him being like totally like I mean there's a lot of points, but I mean that was peak coked out Randy Savage. Like he had just dropped a rap album dissing Hulk Hogan. Like yes, there's 100% a Macho Man Randy Savage rap album where he just talks shit on Hulk Hogan for like 80 to 90% of it. That is
Dude,
a
I fucking
that is a
yeah,
real thing. It's probably on Spotify.
I fucking love that so
It's and it is as insane as you would expect it to
much. As you
be.
would think.
Yes.
Yeah. It's fucking insanely crazy as you would
So good.
expect it to be.
He is that man was so fucking insane.
I know.
The funniest part is
He really was, but I don't know. I just always loved him. I always thought he was just a big fucking fun.
oh yeah, no, he was the best. Like
Yeah.
he was always like and the funniest part is that all these unhinged people hate Hulk Hogan and they should. Like Hogan is such
Yeah.
a piece of shit. Like
Oh yeah.
he is a uh habitual and like compulsive liar. Like he lies about so much shit, like shit that doesn't matter. Like
You're gonna have to carry the podcast for a second.
that's
Paul and Shane's calling me.
that's fine. I'll
I
keep
gotta check
talking.
it.
Yeah,
Hold it down.
yeah. I mean, he lies about everything for no reason. Like he lied about the uh the George Foreman grill. He he lies about like he embeds himself into like tragic events in wrestling history because it's like, oh, well like if it's an important wrestling history event, obviously I need to be there. Like how are you gonna have anything happen? Like he embedded himself in like one of the Von Erich suicides where he was like, yeah, I was on a plane with them, and it's like that didn't happen. It's impossible. Like, and there's so much shit like that where like on the surface, if you do no digging, like it sounds reasonable. It's like, oh, like is it totally possible that one of the biggest wrestlers of all time who worked everywhere like ran into these people and it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but like the second you read into it, it's like, oh, that couldn't have happened. Like this dude is it's like he's lying. Why is he lying? Like that doesn't make sense. Why do that? That's just but like you can if you go back, there's so many statements that he makes that it's just like this is provably untrue. Like why are you lying about it? Like it doesn't make sense and like he's just perpetually full of shit. And like I don't know, like everybody over the years, even the people who seemed like Macho Man, obviously, like not the most stable human being. Same with like the Ultimate Warrior and like a lot of these guys, and like wrestling is such like an incestuous and like pseudo like what's a work, what's a shoot, like business where like the line is always blurred that it's like all these people kept working with him even though they had like real legitimate problems with him and like we love casting spells. What up, dog? But yeah, they just kept working with him and like yeah, the more stuff that I found out about me and Diaz are just kind of doing an impromptu podcast. But like, yeah, the more stuff that I found out about, it's like, man, like he's like, I knew he was sketchy and gross, but like Hogan's like even sketchier and grosser than I thought. Yeah, like the fact that he like embedded himself in the Von Erich suicide is such a fucked up thing. I think there are a couple others. The George Foreman grill one is just weird. He had a blender. Hulk Hogan had a blender at some point. Did you know that? I didn't know that. And then he also had his own grilling machine, but it had to be recalled because it caused fires. But yeah, like it seems like that piece of shit Hollywood Hogan was like always the closest thing. And like Hollywood Hogan is like almost the real Terry. Like that I don't know how much he was acting to get that character across, because like he's like ridiculous. And I mean, I guess people in the late 80s, early 90s were just, it was a simpler time. But like he goes on like Arsenio Hall or something and like just lies. He's like, yeah, you can look like me and be, it's like, I've never done steroids. It's like, dude, fuck you. Like it's like, yeah, you do. And like, I can understand lying about it and being like, being like, when wrestling was still like, oh, it's a real sport, we can't have steroids. But I mean, he definitely lied to the federal government to make sure Vince didn't go to fucking prison. Which is why he, to this day, could do whatever he wanted. Yeah, he's all fucked up. Like, which is, I mean, he's suing his back surgeons, which is like super fucking. It's like, dude, you're like, you didn't get it fixed, and you went to some fucking pseudoscience nonsense before you let a doctor work on you. It's like, yeah, no shit. It's like the amount of people who get back surgery and either have no tangible improvement or get worse. It's like, it's not a significantly, like, it's not nothing. Like, it's a decent percentage. And like, he's suing them. It's like, oh, I'm Hulk Hogan. I'm specialer than everyone else. Like, I got the back surgery and my back still hurts. Like, that's not possible. Like, but like, yeah, it's just, yeah, and like, he destroyed his own spine. And yeah, he's just suing other people. It's just like don't get me wrong, like, is it possible that that somebody fucked up? It's like, yeah. Hey, there you are. Yeah, it's like, is it possible that somebody fucked up his back? It's like, sure, but like, is it also possible that your back was fucking unsalvageable? Like, we're talking about Hulk Hogan and what a sketchy piece of shit he is.
Oh, dude, fuck that guy.
Yeah, like, he knew where all the bodies were buried. He definitely lied for Vince during the steroid trial. And, like, that's why, even after he said racist shit, like, he was allowed to come back. It's because, Vince could, coerce the black talent that they had to like publicly forgive him, which there's no way they were going to do that. Like there's no way not one person without threats from up above in the WWE. Like no black person in the WWE was raising a stink about letting this racist back in. Like nobody. Nobody caused a ruck.
You remember that stupid fucking reality show?
Oh my god. That like
piece of shit kids.
Not even the worst thing he's ever done. Like not even close.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, another awful thing. I can raise him up. Hold on. He's also on his earpiece, so that's gonna be part of it.
Oh, somebody's. I'm sorry, I'm working, so I don't have eyes on it. Somebody in chat, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan's in there. Let me see if I can. Should be able to get you louder.
Yeah, I only have one of my. It'd probably be a little bit better, but I only have one of my earpieces in because
there you go.
sometimes someone has to talk to me.
But there we go. I raised him up. But yeah, it's like, what was it? Didn't his daughter like tried to sing?
Yeah, like was it Brooke Hogan? I think
she had like a singing career or something.
I think she tried. I don't know how successful that singing career was. I'd have to look up. But considering I'm struggling to pull her name, I think it was Brooke. Something's telling me it didn't necessarily go super well.
I know that his son was like a super hated micro celebrity in the Tampa area.
But
like that.
What an accomplishment!
Yeah, I knew that. I mean, that guy, like, that guy wants to be Jake Paul. Like, if he was a couple years later, he would have been Jake Paul. Like, it's like, dude.
You know what? I gotta say this about Jake Paul. This is me kind of just from a very casual perspective. I will say this about Jake Paul. I do like he just seems like somebody I wouldn't necessarily care to hang out with or anything like that. But I will say I have to kind of admit that I think he's pretty decent in the ring.
That's Logan.
Like,
but,
or that's what I meant. I meant our Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Logan Paul is what I meant.
They're like, I despise both of them. Like they are shitty people, but like it's like I won't say that they don't have a strong work ethic because they definitely do, and they're smart enough like to do a lot of different scumbag shit. Like they are, but I still despise them. Like they're awful. Like but
it's Brooke and Nick Hogan.
Nick Hogan, yeah.
It's Brooke and Nick Hogan, and I don't really. I mean,
that's what the racist rant was about.
It says she was. It says that she's like a musician and TV personality, but I also can't find it. Like it's not really apparent what these songs. Here we go. My God. Okay. Yeah. So we have a bunch of shit prior to like. It looks like stuff with like music videos. Probably the first one that I see looks like around 2004. She had. It looks like she might have dropped an album, done some music videos around 2009. and there might be some more current music from like 2022 and 2020 and 2021, but I don't think it ever. It looks like she just kind of self-published that music, so it doesn't look like it's going super well.
Hold on, let me check.
Brooke Hogan featuring Paul Wall. That's from 2 years ago. At least somebody posted it. So
Paul Wall 2 years ago? Fuck.
Oh shit.
My question is, whose album is better, Brooke Hogan's or Macho Man's rap album?
Macho Man for sure.
It's gotta be, right?
It's gotta be just from the sheer fucking insanity of it all. It wins.
Hold on. Okay, Macho Man, Randy Savage. Macho Man, Randy Savage. His #1 on Spotify. Be a Man, which is him calling out Hogan. Well, most of the songs are about Hogan. And then, all right, so that's it. That's at roughly 750,000 listens on Spotify. So let's look up Brooke Hogan. All right, Brooke Hogan. Oh shit. She's got people have terrible taste. She's got a song with 4 million listens.
Yeah, I guess they do. Look, I'll tell you what. No, I'm talking about personal quality of what I think is better. I can almost guarantee you, just from an insanity standpoint, I prefer the Macho Man rap. But especially
100%.
Like it's a diss track on top of that, so I'm totally about that. But look, man, her father. I have no idea what this bitch's fucking voice sounds like, but if she has, I love J-Lo, but let's not act like J-Lo is the most accomplished singer in the world. She's just a good entertainer, and she's hot as shit.
Hey, Jenny from the Block, you know.
Hey, man, no, I'm not saying she can't carry a tune, but she's not fucking Adele. Do you want to hear the fucking Jennifer Lopez "Love Is a Battlefield" Pat Benatar cover? I highly doubt
that exists.
No, I'm just saying. Would you want to hear that? I don't.
Yes. Yes, I'd obviously want to hear that. What are you talking about?
I know, right?
I'd love to hear that. But it would be the worst shit ever.
Brooke Hogan is a fairly attractive blonde woman with big fake tits that could probably dance a little bit and carry a tune. So that's
all you need to be successful in America.
And that's all you need, especially because she's a fairly attractive woman.
I just got rich daddy
by any means, but there's obviously nothing special about her because I can go outside right now, throw a rock, and hit a chick that looks fairly similar to Brooke Hogan in Florida. It's not there's nothing stand out beautiful about her. She's just attractive. So that's why there's 4 million views for it. Because there's a bunch of perverts that want to, yes, I'll do that. There's a bunch of perverts that just want to,
I want to look at her.
Yeah, they want to look at her. That's it. Yeah, this is plain. That's it. I'm telling you, this is higher. That's why there's 4 million views, because people are perverts.
That's the beginning and the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Makes sense to me.
I mean, did you click on one of those songs and listen to them? Bet you they're super high quality.
Obviously. How would they not be?
Yeah.
How could they not be the best thing? Am I gonna listen to them and find out? Yeah, roll Billy. Billy is her target audience.
Billy is exactly who her target audience.
Yeah.
Billy has probably watched multiple of those music videos. He's probably contributed at least 50
videos. watch them all to completion.
Yeah, let's be fucking honest.
It's not getting twisted here. It's definitely what's going on.
Yeah. 4 million views, 85% of which are probably pervert. Just playing hats.
Yeah, that all tracks.
Yeah, totally.
Why would it not? Christ.
Yeah. Oh, so, I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, but
hey man, it's happened to me. I've been rolling through like music videos or something, and I see like a fairly attractive female. I'll give it 2 seconds, and then I turn it off.
Give it a click, and it's like, oh, you're
Yeah.
oh, I see how you got this job.
Oh yeah, you're fucking awful.
You are untalented.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, to me, I mean, I know that I'll get fucking mad crucified for it, but I mean, like the quote unquote, I guess, queen of R&B right now, Beyonce. Like, I think she's a good performer, and I think she's super beautiful. But if I ever watch anything with Beyonce singing and dancing in it, you best believe it's on mute, because I think she does not have that great of a voice.
I mean, she tried that country album.
Oh, I don't know anything about it. I mean, I heard about that, but I haven't
heard. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing about her kind of, well, like, it makes all of her men aren't shit, I don't put up with that, and like, you do, though. Like, you do put up with that. Like, we all know that Jay-Z stepped out on your marriage. So, like, the fact that, like, she still tries to be that character, like, people aren't buying it anymore. Like, it's the first time, from, like, what music critics have said, it's like, yeah, this is the first time it's kind of had cracks, because, like, you know, she's got, like, 50 songs about, like, men ain't shit, and I don't put up with that. And then it's like, yeah, you do. We all know you do. Like,
you know what? Yeah, you know what? You know what's insane though? To me, I was like, what a fucking joke. I mean, don't get me wrong. Pardon, like, too down. You know, I mean, he's not like my fucking lexicon of like top, maybe even 50 MCs. I think there's a lot of lyricists and rappers out there that are superior to Jay-Z, but
yeah.
Yet I'm not saying I'm not a fan, but can we? Because I am just not a mega fan. You know, again, he's hip hop. Sometimes he's described as like this hip hop royalty.
Yeah,
which I don't get. Like, he would be nowhere near my Mount Rushmore, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you're
saying. But he is. Like, she is a very beautiful woman. And he is just, like, if he did not have money and he was, like, a plumber, she would not be dating Jay-Z.
No.
But, he's kind of a frumpy, weird-looking motherfucker. Like, he just is who he is. Like, she is a 10. He is, like, a fucking 3.
Yeah,
like, let's be honest.
On his best,
he's a 3.
On his best
he's a 3
day.
with a lot of money.
Yeah,
he's a 3 with a lot of money.
With the hair that he is currently rocking, he's a 2.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, like, who the fuck? I was like, come on, Jay. Who the fuck do you think you are? Fucking Wyclef? Like,
yeah. Who? It's like, Beyonce let you out of the house looking like that?
I know, right? Fucking, you know who doesn't let her man out? Or at least used to not let her man out without him looking dressed to the nines? Was the first round of fucking Bennifer, because Affleck went from fucking Boston Street fucking t-shirt, jeans, and Jordans and a Boston Red Sox hat to being like fucking Gucci'd out of his mind.
Yeah, she was like, no.
She's like, nah, bitch. She's like, you're attractive, but you gotta dress better.
We are fixing your dumpy ass. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but it's like, but yeah, that's the, and I mean, she did a cover of, because I mean, the thing that got the most attention, she did a cover of Jolene, which is like,
oh, fucking, you talking about, yeah, Jolene, yeah,
yeah,
art song, right? That was.
yeah, it's like, which is the most obvious song to cover. It's so obvious that it's kind of surprising that she did it.
It is obvious. Like, it's a great song, don't get me wrong, but yes. Like, if you would have asked me which country song you should cover, I probably would have.
Yeah.
It would have been Jolene, or I would have said Jolene, or what is it, When the Lights Go Down in Georgia or something like that.
Yeah.
It would have been one of those two.
It was, but it's like,
oh yes, it's super obvious.
Yeah, it's like wow. it's like it's like goddamn, that's the one. That's the one you picked. But but I mean, yeah, the fact that it's like your name, it's like you married Jay-Z, and Jay-Z had the audacity to step out on you.
I know, man. What a fucking
dog.
I'm telling you, man. When you got money and you got options.
Yeah.
Like,
if you weren't, if you weren't famous and you didn't have money, you wouldn't be allowed to sniff Beyonce's toilet seat.
I know, right?
Like,
oh my god, that reminds me. Spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't watched the Tom Brady thing, but fucking Jeff Ross went out to the crowd. It was like Kim Kardashian after she did her set. He's all like, "Great job, Kim." He's all like, "Here, have a seat." He's like, "We'll be auctioning off your the chair cushion after the
show." Solid, I like it.
Oh, that's, you know why? That's because he's the fucking man. Fucking, he's perfect on the fly like that. Fucking, he's quick. He's real quick.
He's just an absolute killer at those
Dude,
things.
when he opened for Chappelle, I think he did. They brought somebody else out when we went to go see Chappelle, so it was him. Like, he was kind of the host, ish, and he brought somebody out and did it. It did the set, talked to us for a little while, cracked a few more jokes. Brought somebody else out, but between those two, he literally went out to the crowd. He was fucking like just roasting people on the fly, and it was funny. Like, random strangers, not even fucking like famous people.
Everybody's catching strays.
Yeah, everybody was catching a bullet. Thank God, we're broke people and we can't afford premier Chappelle tickets, because we were up in the. I was like, damn, we drinking shit on. But yeah, no, he shit on a few people, but it's a Chappelle crowd, so everybody can take a joke.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a Chappelle crowd. Unless somebody was dragged there and he's like, this is so offensive. Like, everybody was on board. Like, oh my god, everybody cracked up. I loved it. Chappelle like lit a cigarette on stage because he's Chappelle and he does what he wants.
Yeah.
And he's like smoking on stage. And some girl goes, "I want a cigarette." He's like, "Yo, bitch, I don't know what to tell you." He's all like, "Take up comedy, become the GOAT, and smoke wherever you want." We had the whole place fucking erupted. It was fucking laughing so hard. I don't know what to tell you, bitch. And I was like, "Oh god, it's so funny." And I remember he was talking about, there was some chick in the crowd that was like talking to him. He was like doing a little like talking back. Wasn't telling her to shut up, was like actually engaging her a little bit. And I think she said some bullshit about what the fuck him.
Yeah.
And then what is backstage? And then he starts like looking behind him. It was funny as shit.
Oh god. Well, I mean, like, Ross did that, Ross was able to salvage that Charlie Sheen train wreck of a live show. Like, he emceed that, what would have been horrendous without him.
Yeah, I know, I'm telling you, man, we saw Dave fucking Chappelle, Dave Chappelle, the GOAT, greatest fucking of all time, and fucking the highlight for Amanda was Jeff Ross.
Oh yeah,
like she fucking loved Jeff Ross set. Like she loved it. She's like, and we actually got to shake his hand. He was like, as we were leaving Hard Rock, he was standing out there shaking people's hands. We both got to shake his hand.
No, that's dope.
You know, just quick. We didn't really talk. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I always feel like I know they're out there to shake hands, kiss babies and stuff, and show appreciation to the fans. But I always feel weird about like stopping and like taking up their time and shit. So I usually just say hi, say something nice, and I move the fuck on. But yeah, no, it was cool. He was just standing out there fucking shaking hands. He's a good dude, man. He's funny as shit.
Yeah, Ross is like, what was the one? I mean, there was one where he was dressed as Gaddafi. That was hysterical.
Oh my god, he's got no oh my god, he's got no fun. He does not give a shit. He's gonna just fucking say the most inappropriate shit to anybody. He doesn't give a fuck people. He does not care.
It's
like it's
good.
kind of funny. It's not even a spoiler. It's like click it because it's clickbait. It's already been all over the thing. But Ross was saying some joke about Robert Kraft, and it went over well. It hit. It didn't bomb or anything.
Yeah.
But Brady actually stood up, and I don't think he intended for it to get picked up on the mic. But everybody's still laughing, so he spoke up a little louder. And he's like, "Yo, don't say that shit." But the joke was already done. It was over.
Yeah,
so it didn't matter.
It's already out there.
I was like, who can, like, come on, Brady, man. Fucking, why are you defending this fucking rich asshole that was, like, just got caught doing some shady shit? Like, fuck him. I was like, he made his choices.
Yeah.
Like, and at the end of the day, whether people shit on him or not here, and he feels embarrassed, he's still gonna walk out probably the richest fucker in the room.
Yeah, he's got,
like he's fine. Like, shut the fuck up, Tom. Sit down.
If you have billions of dollars, if not trillions, and people can hurt you with words, you are soft as fuck. There is no shot you earned that money. Like, it's like, because you could say, if I had $1 million, you could say the most vile things about me, which my friends already do. That's why I like them. But like, it's like, oh yeah, sorry, I can't hear you. over all my money. Go get.
I can't hear you over my Scrooge McDuck money.
Yeah, it's like go hop in your Toyota Tercel and go back to the apartment you rent, you fucking peasant. Like,
if I had Robert Kraft money, I'd probably be insufferable. But then again, you probably would never see me.
Yeah, you'd never see, like, the general public would never know that I'm a massive asshole.
Yeah,
because they'd never know that I exist. They'd be like, it's like, who's that guy whose burger they fucked up and then he bought the restaurant and closed it down? It's like, I don't know, but he seems like a fucking dickhead.
I'm telling you, man. It's like this. If you want to risk, nobody.
It's like, I mean, I always just kind of, like, I can't stand rich people that try to, like, tell people or, like, act like an authority on how to make money. Like, I can't stand it. Like, I think it's Dave Ramsey. He's like, any American has the chance at becoming a millionaire. I'm like, no, they don't.
They just don't.
I'm like, don't. I'm like,
It's
don't.
so simple.
Yeah, it's like, don't say that. It's like, if you don't have a skill set that's valuable, no, you don't. You just don't. Like, are you talking about buying a lottery ticket? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it is such a dumb argument that it's like, no, you don't. It's like, if you don't have a marketable skill or, don't have the mental capacity to have a great marketable skill, like, no, you don't have a chance. Like, that is just not true. It's like, moreover, like, it's a system where, like, it's like, you know what, like, I think it's like 95 to 99% of millionaires, like, what the telling factor of what is going to make them millionaires is? It's that their father was a millionaire. And it's like, oh, wow, crazy. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, you mean the system where once you have enough money, it just prints infinite money is weighted towards people that already have money? Wacky.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, it's so annoying. It's like if you just picked yourself up by your bootstraps and worked harder, it's like, no. It's like, that doesn't work. That, like,
dude, you can work hard, and it can work, but it doesn't work by itself. It's not hard work is not in a vacuum.
Yeah,
you need hard work and a level of luck.
Yeah, like, and you've got all these people who are filthy rich being like, oh, nobody wants to work anymore. It's like, no, nobody wants to work 80 hours a week and still be barely making it. And it's like, so yeah, people are checking out of the job market because it's like, why am I going to kill myself to barely make it when I can downsize and just take government assistance? Where it's like, and then people are like mad at those people for making that choice. And it's like, no, you need to be mad at the trillionaire who's been raising him and other CEOs' prices while stagnating or reducing the average worker. It's like people aren't going to kill themselves for poverty wages. It's just not going to happen. Like, not in America. Not in America. Like,
not this joint. Sorry.
Yeah. Like theft is super high in Targets and Walmart. It's like, why? It's like, because I don't, like, me and most people don't see anything morally wrong about stealing from them.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, yeah, it's like these companies who stole from the U.S. taxpayer during COVID are complaining that people are stealing from them. It's like, you fucking robbed the bank, and like, you're mad that people are doing the same thing except more directly to you. It's like how many of these companies took that COVID money and then fired people? It's like that.
Oh, fuck that.
It's like that money.
The same money.
Yeah, that money was explicitly there for you to keep your staff. Like, that's what it was for. Full stop. And like, and then they just fired everybody. Everybody got fired. And then it's like, oh yeah, and now people don't want to come back and work for you. And you're like, surprised. once again, my favorite phrase. Oh no, the consequences of my actions. Like,
no, I agree.
Like, yeah, people don't have a moral problem with stealing from you, nor should they.
No, it's the same reason why, like, you know me. I love content, love TV, love movies. I go to the movie theater, I throw my change in. But this is why I have no problem downloading a torrent, stealing a movie, going to a sketchy website, fucking streaming something free, whatever. I don't do that. And I never feel bad about it. And I'll
No.
tell you why. Because how many times have I went, maybe even gone on a date? I gotta go buy 2 tickets. And I go in and then I get popcorn at fucking what? A fucking 600 per 1,000% fucking markup.
Yeah.
A fucking 2 sodas and maybe a box of candy. Automatically, my night is now currently rocking like $60-$70 for 2 fucking people to go watch a movie. And guess what? It is a 50-50 shot whether I am going to enjoy that movie. And if I don't, it's not like I can get a refund for it. So I've given Hollywood plenty of my fucking money, and they have not delivered.
Exactly.
And I've walked out an unhappy customer because I think the movie sucks. So I'll just, I'll still go and I'll go see things that I think I will like, and I'll pay the money and I'll take that risk. That's on me. However, you do owe me a little money, I feel like. So I'm just going to take what I want when I want it, and I'll go to the theater when I feel like it.
Well, especially...
And the same thing with, like, Cable 2.0 that we're currently rocking with 18,000 fucking streaming services at, like, maybe, anywhere from $6.99 to fucking $15 a pop for monthly. No, I'm not going to pay for all of it. I will pay for some of it. So unless you guys want to come together and give me a fair, reasonable price where I get everything, and I can just pay it and get everything, I'm going to pick and choose what I buy, which is most economically feasible for me, and then I'm just going to steal the rest.
Exactly. Or we're gonna...
give me a fair thing. I'm more than happy to give you my money because it saves me a lot of fucking heartache. I just need it to be reasonable.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay for 18 fucking different streaming services and be at a fucking $100 and some bill then.
And get one show that I care about.
Yeah, to get one show that I care about. Exactly. I don't even want everything that you're offering.
Rolk,
I want selective.
I will give you that Diaz's standards for movies might be a little too high, but your standard is entirely too low.
I could get especially for somebody that's never made a movie or anything, and I don't act and I don't do any of that stuff. Sure, maybe I get a little up in the air and pretentious about it, but I like what I like. I have an opinion. I appreciate good writing, good scripts, good cinematography, good acting, all the above. And as much as I may shit on a movie like I fucking did yesterday, because I don't know why that fucking exists. I'm also the asshole that will funnel people to the theater or get eyes on a piece of art or a piece of movies, because if I enjoy something, I stand on the rooftop.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword. So, make good shit and you'll never have a problem. But I'm also nobody, so my opinion really doesn't matter.
It
just matters to me.
I hate, I don't like going to theaters to begin with, but, the fact that all I need to do is wait 2 to 3 months, and then I can spend 10% of what it costs to take 2 people to the movies, and I own it forever. It's like, it's like I could, if you went to see, for what it would cost you to go see 10% of the movies that Hollywood releases in a year, I could buy all of the movies that they release in a year.
Yeah, no. I totally agree. And especially like now, like even if you don't like, this is how, this is exactly why Amazon fucking like it's just a fucking insanely good business model. Because yes, they one you have all this e-commerce, fucking what, unless it's coming from out of country or usually or out of stock, we're usually looking at a 2 day delivery max.
Yeah.
That shit's at your fucking door. Like I just got the 30th anniversary of Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style online. It took 2 weeks to get to me because it was coming, it's a limited edition thing, and it came from whatever, $30. I was like, $30. I can wait 2 weeks for an album that I've had since I was a fucking in seventh grade. Like I can wait. Uh, but like outside of that, it's a perfect business model. Because guess what? If a movie is not on streaming, I just go to fucking Prime. I look it up. I see how much it is to rent it or buy it. And chances are I can, especially for like maybe movies that have been out a little bit, I can rent it for $2.99, or I can just buy that fucking thing for like $4.
Yeah. It's
Or $5. Like
yeah. It
and,
is
and guess what? If the price difference is like $2 to $3, I'm just gonna buy the phone. I'm
exactly.
not gonna rent it.
It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna own this forever. That's
Yeah, and then I'll just watch it whenever I fucking want. Yeah, but no, I agree with Walt to an extent. I think that maybe sometimes I'm a little harsh, but I mean it's just because I mean think about it. Think about when we lived together. Go back to fucking like 2014, 2015, Ryan Diaz. How much fucking content did I consume, like movie wise, not TV shows, movies?
yeah.
I was watching indie flicks that people had never fucking heard of. I was completely tapped in. I wanted to see a bunch of movies. I love movies. I love to watch, write the fucking things. Hollywood owes me a good amount of dough for the bullshit that I've watched,
Yeah.
like our scene, because it's just not good. Like it's just not. Like I don't know what to tell you. And I mean, great. I'm glad somebody likes it. Not everybody likes my fucking art. I totally get it. I totally get it. Not gonna be for everybody. Art, subjective. But there are lines where you're just like, this is aggressively bad, and anybody that likes it is a fucking retard. Like, I'm sorry, it just gets to that point sometimes. Because, I mean, hell, I had even had some fucking positive things to say about goddamn 50 Shades of Grey, and that thing is a piece of fucking shit.
It's true.
Yeah, but yeah, you have a lead actress that's at least trying to polish a turd, and you have some good cinematography. Other than that, it's really bad. It's not a good movie, and and like and like people are, people say, well, like it's not made for you; it's made for women. I'm like, I totally understand it's not the target demographic, and I'm okay if you want to go see this and you like it. But what I'm saying is, I don't want there to not be movies that are targeted for women. What I want is for them to make better movies that are targeted for women. Because
Never.
all they did was take this poorly written book that the soccer moms got wet for, wrote a fucking shitty screenplay written by for some fucking awful reason. I believe was written by this lady that wrote the fucking book. I don't know why you let her be in charge of a screenplay after reading a book that was published with typos, I believe.
Oh God.
I mean,
That
and like I don't understand it. I'm sorry, ladies, you deserve better. Don't tell
that
me I'm not the target demographic.
yeah, that book is poorly written. A there is not a more than 3-syllable word in that book. Like that bitch needed a thesaurus. Like god damn.
In a big bad way.
Yeah, I was because I read the first 2 chapters and I'm like, holy shit! Like,
I didn't read it, but I did listen to it. I downloaded it,
I
and because I mean, it was impossible to get away from. Like every day, like for a while at its peak, you couldn't you couldn't go a day without hear somebody mentioning 50 Shades of Grey.
I
Like this is prior to the movies, so I actually listened to the first like 2 or 3 chapters. It was fucking awful,
it's
awful,
terrible.
awful.
It is
It's so bad.
it
It
is
is not.
it is so poorly written. It's kind of impressive.
Yeah,
But like I I can just remember like and I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, I read dog shit sci-fi all the time. Like I am a connoisseur of not very good books. Like I'm not going to sit here and stand on the table and be like, "Yo, every 40K book is fucking chef's kiss." It's like a lot of those
right.
books suck really badly. So it's like I am familiar with dog shit fiction, but I'm like, God damn, like you guys are you guys are really going for it, like really committing to the bit of terrible fiction. Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm not gonna. The ability to use long words absolutely makes you a better writer, Hulk. You could not conceivably be more incorrect. Using them and not understanding them doesn't make you a better writer, but an inability to use them or simply refusing to, yeah, it makes you bad at it. But yeah, I mean, I'm not like the original like the Last Chancer's book from 40K. That's not a well constructed piece of literature. I'm not gonna stand on the table for that one. But yeah, it's like so. I mean, I thought I was at least gonna be like, all right, like this is probably fine, right? And I'm like, and then I read some of it, and I'm like, oh wow, like I'm like, oh Jesus. It's like this. This is what America is like. This is the greatest thing ever written. It's like, mind you, like this is like take 50 Shades of Grey, which people got crazy about, and then
Yeah.
like compare that to like Harry Potter. Like Harry
Which
Potter,
is actually well written.
Harry Potter
Yeah.
is a book made for children, and that book is more complex in structure and theming, and like actually written well. And it's like, god damn.
And even though the target demographic for Harry Potter was not adults, guess what? You got a fuck ton of adults.
Yeah, it's like
Just like that. They're like, this is cool. I dig it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a reader of the books, but as far as the movies go, I enjoyed the movies as they progressed and the kids got older because they got a little more mature, a little darker themes at times, and it worked better. Like my least favorite is actually the origin story, which is the first movie, and it's still not a bad flick.
no, it's fine.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's totally fine. I just prefer all the sequels better.
Rolk, you not being a fan of Harry Potter does not surprise me even a little.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you don't. I'm not like Harry Potter mega. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that it's. I get it. I did not get the 50 Shades of Grey thing, but I get it. And whatever. I mean, in 50 Shades of Grey was just written as like it started as fucking Twilight fan fiction, isn't that what it was?
Yeah.
Isn't that the story anyway?
Yeah. Another. I mean, yeah, and it started out as Twilight fan fiction. Another awfully written book.
Whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know what? I can't even speak to that because I didn't even listen to any of the Twilight shit.
Yeah.
I just remember, I don't remember her name, but remember during clinicals, every once in a while, for some fucking stupid ass reason, they'd send you all the way out to Port St. Lucie for that little outlet training where all you did was sit in a room with a goddamn portable machine and take x-rays.
Oh, yeah, when
they
had nothing for you guys to do.
Yes. And I forget, I forget the girl's name that was there, but we did, she did her training anytime we actually had a fucking x-ray, which I went there for almost an entire work day, or school day anyway, transited probably close to an hour each way, and I accomplished maybe 2 to 3 x-rays, and chances are they'd be chest x-rays, so they'd be out the door in 2 fucking seconds.
Yeah.
Like I literally wasted gas because the VA had nothing for me to do.
Yeah.
And just wanted me out of their hair for like a week. But yeah, I actually watched the movies because of her. Like she was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were coming here today. This is what I have. This is what I'm doing." So we're watching Twilight. I was like, "Fuck it, put it on." And she was very enthusiastic and like loved the books and everything, if I remember correctly.
I mean, yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, like what you like, but like, goddamn. It's like, at least ask for better.
Yeah. Right.
Nope.
Oh, speaking about the rich people, did you tell Graham about my little interaction after making that delivery when I went off of that rich lady?
Oh no, I told Haley. She thought it was hilarious.
Oh, all right. Basically, I had to go do. We had a local delivery, so I paid money for shipping.
You're quiet.
I paid money for shipping local delivery, so I took this out to these people's houses, and on the way back, on my little shitbox Kia or whatever, I'm already pissed off because the goddamn, fucking Trumpers are back with all their stupid fucking flags holding up traffic, and that makes me want to fucking punch a baby. It makes me so funny because I'm like, all I want to do is not be in traffic. I drive a stick. Can you fuckers please just take it to the internet like the rest of the keyboard activists and protesters and everything, so everybody can hear your stupid opinion that is apparently so important. So I'm already on to it. And I come to a stop. I guess I was a cigarette or whatever, and fucking, as you do, I looked out the window when I was done. And I pull up, and I get to this stoplight, and my window's rolled up, and this Mercedes pulled up next to me, and I see out of my peripheral movement, so I look over, and this.
What kind of Mercedes?
Like a sedan. I think it might have been black or dark blue, like real clean. And like look, showroom is what I'm telling. And oh yeah, I know. I see what you did there. That was a callback to Mr. Mercedes.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know that it was a sporty looking sedan. I don't know what to tell you, Rolf. I don't know what kind of Mercedes it was, and it's not the point of this story.
Sorry, I derailed this. I'm gonna go get a drink. Finish your story.
No, it's totally fine. So I pull up and I flick the cigarette, and I roll my window, minding my own business, you know, trying to chill out, listening to some music or a podcast. And I look out of my periphery and I just see this lady waving at me, and she asked me to roll down the window, so I do it. And as soon as my window gets all the way down, she's like, you shouldn't throw your cigarette out the window like that. It litters. And I just looked at her. And I'm already up to it. I just looked at her and I was like, you know what, man? You're absolutely right. I shouldn't. I was like, that's a really nice car. Is that a 6 or an 8-cylinder? Oh, thank you. It's an 8. I was like, you should try an EV or maybe a 4-cylinder. But I guess we're all killing the planet in our own way. So maybe you could try doing something crazy like minding your fucking business. And I just rolled up the window. And that was it. Because I was just not having it, man. I was not having it. I was like, these fucking trumpers have been holding me up for fucking 20 minutes. And I drive a stick. I'm already fucking mad at the world. And, like, all I want to do, it's hot outside, I got my little beautiful shitbox hamster mobile, doesn't have the greatest AC, I'm fucking hot, I'm on tilt already, and this lady just caught one in the teeth, because I just wasn't having it. I was like, you fucking hypocrite, go fuck yourself.
You're gonna live rent-free.
Go get on your private jet and fucking fly it to Tampa, and then you talk to me about saving the planet. Go fuck yourself. How about that?
Saving the planet is for the poor. Rich people don't have to save the planet. Rich people have to tell the poor people to save the planet.
I was so fucking pissed.
So funny.
I mean, I had to, it took me a second. It took me about a stoplight to, like, kind of stop seeing red and find all the humor of what just occurred.
The fact that you just roasted her?
Yeah. I guess I kind of blacked out. And then I started giggling about it. I was like, who would think this was funny? I was like, Evan.
Me.
So I called him right away. I was like, dude, I'm sorry to blow you up in the middle of the day.
Because I'm so busy.
No, it's not even that. Sometimes I'm just like, my phone rings and I'm just like, nah, I don't. Just
no.
Please, I love God. Yeah, so like I'm already like apologizing for it, but I was like, it's too much to type. I had to tell you.
Yeah.
And I was like, you'll probably love this. And then I had to apologize to Amanda. I was like, you were not my first one. Or I didn't tell her until I got home, but I was like, I called Evan. It wasn't you. I was like, I know you would think this is funny, but you wouldn't think it is funny as Evan does.
You would think that it's completely insane. Oh, that was so goddamn funny. That she's never going to forget that. It's just going to be inside of her brain forever.
That's fine.
Of being like, oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, that peasant really put me in my place.
Yeah.
Since one person really gave it to me.
Yeah. Since when are the help allowed to talk to us like that? Where is his master?
Where is his master, and why is he allowed help?
Why was he allowed to make eye contact with me?
Yo, dog, it would have never happened if she did exactly what I said and minded her fucking business.
Yeah, all you had to do was not talk to me.
Yeah, like all the people that that I know at some level want to engage with me in public because, like, I'm wearing one of the T-shirts that I get. They clearly are interested in it.
Yeah.
They don't, because, like I said earlier, I'm a fucking bald, bearded, tattooed, 6'1", I don't know, 245-pound guy. They don't. People don't just talk to me. And it doesn't matter. I'm like when people come and talk to me, I'm generally not like a dick.
Yeah.
But it's, unless they come at me. But it's, but yeah, people don't do that. And granted, she did, all she sees is my head, but still, she did it to her fucking. Like, I didn't, for your opinion.
Yeah, you did this to you.
Nor do I give a fuck about your opinion. I don't care. I know you think you're important. I know you do. What I'm here to tell you is you are nobody. You just happen to have some money.
Yeah.
You are a fucking nobody, just like the rest of us schmucks sitting in traffic.
And based on percentages in West Palm Beach, your husband might be somebody. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
You?
Maybe. Or he might just be a fucking trust fund baby. Yeah. I don't know. But you are nobody. Like, it's just, like, fucking all that. Like, get that. Like, if she wants to scream at me because I was, like, trying to, like, fucking, I don't know. Yeah. I'm a grown-ass, almost 40-year-old man.
Or if you were in...
rocks at, throwing rocks at squirrels or trying to hit a dog or something. Okay. Yeah, that's just some malicious, shitty behavior that, yes, by all means, give it to that person because they're trying to hurt a living thing.
And
I threw my cigarette butt out the window like 99% of other people do. So why don't you just get the fuck up?
Well,
and go get your nails done, sweetheart. I don't fucking care about your opinion.
That and this isn't California. Like, there's no risk of wildfire or something bad happening. It's like it's Florida.
Well, I'm not. And even if I was still in Florida, it's not like I'm walking around some nature or just fucking flicking cigarettes.
Oh yeah,
I'm not a complete shithead.
Are you telling me that you don't think that Okeechobee is beautiful? It's not a natural wonder.
Pristine.
Pristine. You have contributed all of the garbage. It's just you. There aren't any crackheads. Hell, the crackheads were probably happy. They're like, hey, there might be a little bit of tobacco still in there.
No, dog. Sometimes I don't. I'm a poor person, but I can afford my next pack of cigarettes. It's not like I smoke them to the fucking filter and throw them out.
Yeah.
Maybe some fucking poor hobo was like, yo, score.
Yeah, like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That means that you've done more for the homeless community than that woman has.
Really, what I'm trying to say here is I'm a hero.
Yeah, I deserve fucking medal.
Maybe a medal?
Oh, it wouldn't be uncalled for.
I was just so, I can't even tell you. It upset me so fucking much.
It's like,
at that point in time, I was like, I just don't need to hear it. And like don't get me wrong, it wasn't like an handshake or anything, but I just dropped off and delivered a fucking box of a hat to some fairly well-off white people that are using the hats for no other reason. Some vacation, fucking tropical vacation, that they can actually afford. Like, shut up. I get it. I'm poor, but I don't need your fucking opinion. At all. I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not listening. I don't care. More importantly, I never will. Well, like, how used to this woman to like not hearing any back talk ever that, like, she had the audacity to do that.
I know, right?
Like, I would never do that, because I know, like, even if I felt the same way, I know I would expect someone to be like, hey, as a counterpoint, why don't you suck your own dick?
Yeah, like, and I know she got really fucking, I know she got really thrown off because, I came out the gate actually kind of polite to her. And called her ma'am and told her she was right. And to just continue to shit on her and tell her that she was a hypocrite in a more creative way than just saying she was a hypocrit.
Hit her with that. Hit her with that swerve.
It totally fucking. I can tell it definitely because I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like I mean I drive a 2012 Kia Soul with that runs great, but isn't 100%. It doesn't, my window doesn't roll up in 2 seconds flat.
Yeah.
And so I just rolled up the window and started looking forward. She said nothing. She had nothing. She had no retort.
No, of course not.
Yeah. None. She just took it. She had no choice.
She was like, she's like, why was he allowed to look at me and say those things? There was definitely a margarita party where she was talking shit about you.
I know. Fuck, I don't care. But other than when the story, like we get conversation and I tell the story because it's a funny one. The funny thing is I never think about her.
Oh yeah, no, it's hysterical. Like, I mean, it's just a level of like, what did you think the results were going to be? Like, that's my only question of being like, what? How did you think this was gonna, in your head, break it down for me? How was this gonna shake down?
Rider of the dragon in Carmine.
All right, Thelma. 1 second, bro.
Yeah.
I have our. I know what I think we're doing tomorrow. I forgot this person. They pay through like PayPal, like custom order or whatever. We have. Hopefully, we have enough gold paint because I have like 22 gold patches. Because they switched it up on me because it sounded like they just wanted one hat. And me, I like the gold patches, so I fucking tried to sell them on it. And then I get the order. She's like, I need 20 of these hats with the gold patches. So, I mean, it's a good order. It's just, hopefully we get to fucking 30. Yeah, so, I mean, and I mean, tomorrow, I mean, in total, I think it's like 24 hats, like 2 different styles, but it's going to be like 22 gold patches. It's different. Yeah, I think it's 2 different shapes. But I mean, we have those big sheets of leather that have like it's just wouldn't turn out well if we stained it because of the little marks on it. We could just fucking paint those. No, do your thing. I'm saying this is a future us problem, and we're assholes in the future, so fuck us.
Future problems for future dickheads.
Yeah. But we'll take it, and we'll hopefully get those 24. Like that'll be like priority for tomorrow. Get that order out the door, and then anything else that we got, it will be a bonus because we got a little time. But that one, because I think they have like at least some mild timeline where they want it a little quicker, and they are in Florida, so it should get to them in like a day or 2. But yeah, I was gonna print these fucking. I thought it was like 2 gold patches. Fuck, just 1. I'll print your underprints.
Amethyst
Oh yeah, I stole that
guardian.
feature thing from Ryan Franks. I think it's hysterical. That's
Fuck.
the problem. Future Rolk, and he's an asshole. So fuck him.
Fuck that guy.
Join me for the pillars of the world.
Yeah, that's not true. I definitely took that for Ryan Franks and made it my own.
I stole it. You can't have it back.
The other side beckons.
I'll never give it back. I'm gonna say it was mine.
Yeah, all right.
Nobody will know.
You get credit on the podcast, but not in real life. I'm not gonna stop my fucking hilarity to give you credit. That's what's not gonna happen.
Never. It's mine.
Yeah, on a podcast, I might throw it out there. But let's be honest, if I didn't know Ryan Frank wasn't listening,
I made that joke. Back me up. Yep, sure
That's
did.
fine. That's fine.
I heard it from it first. You took it.
Never heard Ryan say that ever.
Rival power comes to parley.
This is like this
The
neon
winds
hat.
urge us
Made this
away.
motherfucking hat. And it says in the description that my navy blue and the logo to be teal, and like a teal, navy blue, white color scheme.
Yeah.
Cool.
Von
Made it happen.
Draken.
And I did black background with a teal thing. I
Amethyst
put a white
guardian.
stroke on it,
Yeah.
you know, to incorporate some white. And like, does it have to have the white thing around? Like, no, bitch, this is what you said you wanted. You just said you wanted these colors.
Yes, it does. I will not change it.
And I was like, it's a pain in the ass for me, but at the end of the day, it's not that big a deal. Yeah, you have whatever you want. I just don't understand why you put white in the first place.
We need all these if we are to stand against the old foe.
Right.
You know, people are difficult.
They kind of are, man. They kind of are.
People just get in their own way all the time.
Yeah, this is gonna be what it's gonna be. It's fine. Just, I don't necessarily care for it, but you know, customer service game. That's it.
Fuck you. I hate you. I hope all bad things happen to you and only you.
Nobody else.
For Sigma and Verena.
That is such a good bet. I hope,
That's best.
I hope bad things happen to you and only you.
Nobody but you. Oh my god, yeah. What is it? Player haters,
The play,
award?
yeah, the play haters ball.
what player is wrong? I think one of my favorite ones is the one they re-released on like the show of the ones that got cut, and player haters like went back into time during slavery days. And they like,
Oh,
got the
yeah.
slave owner and shit. That shit was so fucking funny. And then because I called him a cracker, and they didn't understand. He's like, cracker is a racial epithet. It starts and then shoots him in the chest. It was so fucking funny. It's like, when's we gonna be free? And he's like, how about now? And just shoots him. I was like, oh, this is genius. I was like, don't get me wrong, I understand why on the player haters thing they probably didn't lead with it, but it was still super funny. I was like, this deserves to be on like the proper show.
Yeah.
Because it's super funny.
I gotta go home and fill Buck Nasty's mama's water dish.
The funny thing is that I love when Chappelle talks about when Charlie Murphy used to like, he's like, yeah, this motherfucker, anytime he's playing Buck Nasty, he's like getting the character. As soon as they would gear up to say action, he would start shaking. In the role, and he was just like, and then he showed a video of him doing it. It was so funny.
The funniest is when they can't keep it together. Because he starts doing it, and they start cracking up.
Send
Fucking
these
dude,
spirits to
Charlie
Moore's
Murphy
realm.
is fucking
The
hysterical.
scythe incorporeal.
is so good on that show. Like I've heard a little bit of Charlie Murphy stand up, and I like it. I like him as a stand up. It was fine.
Yeah.
But him, like him, basically just feeding off Chappelle is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like it's super.
It's,
There may be truths to uncover.
I mean, all of his stories are so good and insane.
They're batshit crazy, but they're true.
It,
Even fucking like Rick James said it was true. Fucking Prince said, "Yep, that happened." Like it's not like they didn't just write that; they just made an extreme version of it.
and I mean the fact
Like that.
it's like and I love the it's essentially like, yeah, it was the 80s. It's like
I know, right?
it's like oh yeah, the 80s when you could just apparently do whatever you wanted. Because everybody was doing all the cocaine.
I must study this. Wielder of the
Shit,
pale
man.
scythe.
Yeah, I know. Can you believe all the fucking our parents and politicians growing up and the audacity they had to do the fucking DARE program and shit? It's like, you motherfuckers did so many Quaaludes that they don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they ran out.
Like,
you did
what
all of them.
Yeah, you literally did all the drugs.
All of them. We don't have any more.
Yeah, like how we can't, like we'll never be able to partake because they don't exist.
Yeah, you did all of them. All of them.
Oh,
every single drug. You did it. You collected all the Quaaludes like they were Pokemon.
You hear that, all you fucking 30 and 40 something year olds? Your parents are fucking hypocrites, just like that rich lady that wants to save the planet.
Yeah.
One asshole throwing his cigarette on the ground at a time.
She's just mad because she didn't have any more lewds.
Yeah, that's it, man. She needed her fix, so she took it out on me.
She's been chosen for lewd since 1983.
Oh, man.
Oh, God, the fucking DARE program. Hey, people are gonna just offer you free drugs. No, they aren't. You fucking...
Yeah, dude. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I was literally, like, outside of, like, you know, stuff prescribed to me from my fucking car accident shit. I was straight and fucking narrow for what? Like 38 years?
Yeah.
Like, and never did any drugs of any kind. And I used to think, I was like, the DARE program is such bullshit. And to be honest with you, as somebody on the straight and narrow, it wasn't because I was just started, like, I can't, like, maybe once or twice, and we was like, oh, do you want, do you want to take, do you want a hit of the weed, like, you want to smoke the weed or whatever? I'm like, just not cool. Yeah. And you know what happened? They immediately like, okay, cool, more for me, and just kept going. Nobody, outside of that one scenario with that one specific drug, nobody has ever even offered me drugs to purchase once in my life. The only time it ever happened is when I was in the Navy. We pulled into Rotterdam, and of course, all us degenerate assholes immediately took a train to Amsterdam.
Yep.
So we go and we have lunch, and I'm with my buddy, and he decides he wants to go fuck some prostitutes, and I'm like, okay, cool. I wasn't feeling it, so I'm like, okay, I'm basically going to be your designated purse holder.
Yeah.
I'll just hold your fucking wallet, go have some fun. And it was fine with me. I was just out there smoking cigarettes, looking, because Red Light District, it's just doors with, like, all these fucking beautiful women behind them. And it's just, so it's not like I had a bad view, but I wasn't even looking at women anymore, man.
Yeah.
Like, there was one right across from me. It was so fucking hysterical because you have this, like, just bombshell Asian woman behind the door, like, she was super attractive. She was, and she had like beautiful woman. body, and she was animated. Like, she looked like she was selling, you know?
Yeah.
Some of the bitches just sit there until you know. But she was like being a performer. It was kind of funny. But that wasn't even the good part. And that's not why I was paying attention. I was paying attention to literally, like, at this lady's door, I was watching about 10 to 15 dudes standing in line to fuck this chick and trying to act like they are not standing in line. But it was obvious they were, because if one came out, this whole body of like 10 to 15 dudes just kind of inched closer to that door. And it was so fucking funny. So I'm like, so I'm sitting there and I'm watching, I'm smoking cigarettes, got my buddy's, money and wallet in my pocket. I'm literally like just sitting outside of this room on the ground, and this guy rolls in, he's like real wide-eyed, and he's just like, hey, great, here, at least it's daylight, there's sailors everywhere, so we'll be backed up when this guy tries to fucking murder me.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case at all. It's like, hey, you want some Coke? And I'm like, you know what? Nah, dog, I'm good. Thanks, though. He's like, okay. Like, was chill about it and left. But he was like, his eyes were huge.
Yeah, he was clearly on. He was sampling.
Yeah, he was getting high on his own supply as well. And so it was pretty obvious. But I just politely was like, nah, bro, I'm good, thanks. And he's just like, okay. This motherfucker walks around the block, like, just makes a circle, comes back to the exact same spot, completely forgets that he just offered me Coke, like, I don't know, 3 minutes ago, and just goes, hey, you want to get high? You want to buy some Coke? I'm like, you already asked me that, bro. No, I'm good.
I'm still.
Like, oh shit.
Still good.
Yeah, and he's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, didn't say sorry or anything. He's just like, oh, okay, and left. It was like, that was the one time in my life somebody was like, hey, would you like to buy some drugs? That's it. And I was in my 20s, like early 20s. That was the only time in my life somebody offered me drugs other than marijuana. And I don't even think I got offered marijuana for the first time until I was out of the Navy and in college. And there was a girl that I liked, and I think I picked her up, we went on a little date, got something to eat or whatever, and she smoked weed. And she offered me some, which I just said, no, I'm good. She's like, okay. The dare but yet I had to sit through how much of dare for that.
Yeah, I'd have
like that is my life experience. It made no fucking sense.
I'd have a cop come and talk to me about it.
Right, for fucking 45 minutes.
Yeah.
About a gateway drug. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's like, shut up.
Yeah, nobody's offering you free drugs because they want to do them.
Yeah, they either want to do them or they're selling them. That's their job.
The only time anybody is ever going to get offered free drugs just on the street by, like, especially like a dealer, is if it's some new shit that they want to just get people hooked on.
And even then they'll have to pay a little. Yeah, even then, they're only talking to their the most degenerate of customers, like people that bet on Rocket League games.
Yeah, that's Kevin, bro.
If Kevin lived in the city, he'd smoke crack.
Yeah, he'd be fucking. He's like, yo, you gotta hear that blue rock. Oh, I love Kevin. Kevin's a good dude.
It's so funny.
Love Kevin. He's got a problem.
Yeah,
he's got issues. He's got a problem. I love the man to death. I think he's a great guy. I love hanging out with him online, playing video games and shit. He's a great, great fucking dude.
However,
If you're listening, bro. Like, I don't mind you. You wanna bet on some sports and shit. That's one thing. But when you don't even know the rules to a game and you're fucking betting on them, like, we need to take a step back and we need to have a conversation about it.
betting on cricket.
Cricket, please.
Yo.
Motherfucker, there is not a person born in the United States of America that knows the rules to cricket.
Just off the top of their
born.
head.
I said, yes, off the top of their head. I said born, not somebody that immigrated in.
Yeah.
Yes, they are in America. I'm saying born in the United States of America.
Yeah.
They have zero clue.
No shot.
And if I went to Amanda's classroom right now, stood up in front of all them fucking kids and was like, hey, who here has heard of the sport cricket? I might get one or two hands.
Maybe.
They haven't even heard of the sport. So don't tell me your fucking Alabama ass knows the rules of cricket, because you don't. You don't, and you bet blind just to do it. It's a problem.
No, it's a world famous sport.
Hear me out.
Hear me out. I gotta put a 10 spot on this Rocket League game.
You know what? I even let the cricket slide. When I heard that he was betting on Rocket League matches, I was like,
that's...
oh my god. I was like, this is getting out of hand, brother.
That is some degeneracy.
Oh
my god. That's so good.
It's bet on electronic soccer, but with cars.
I don't remember that, actually, Rolk. I don't remember people giving us money to buy booze, and then we left. I don't recall that interaction. I'm sure we did it.
What did he say you guys did?
Apparently somebody asked us to buy alcohol for them, and we just took their money and left.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead, without you remembering it, I'm going to go ahead and concur Ryan's story and say it happened.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like completely your fucking high school MO.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt that it happened. I don't doubt that one bit. I just don't remember it.
Yeah.
Mortality.
I'm just saying, in my head, it adds up.
I mean, what I do remember one time is one of the girls I used to work with at at Quiznos or something. She was throwing a party, and she was like, "Hey, I want you to buy us some booze," and I'm like, "Okay." And they hand me, because they're fucking seniors in high school. They hand me an absurd amount of money, and I'm like, well, what do you guys want? And they're telling us this, they're like, it's just the lowest tier booze. Like, I'm buying, it's not
Boone's Farm and Natty Light and shit.
Yeah, it's Natty Ice. It's like it is the lowest tier. And I'm like, okay, how much do you want? They're like, as much as you can buy with that amount, and we'll give you some money. And I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, this is gonna be a lot of alcohol. And they're like, the second I called them on it, they were kind of like, no, we're adults. We know what we're talking about. And I'm like, okay, Because, far be it from me to correct someone's mistake.
Jar must end.
So I'm like, all right, that's that.
Whatever you want.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm on my way.
yeah, that's what you would do. So I leave, and I come back because it was 2 full shopping carts full of alcohol.
Oh my god.
It is the most alcohol I've ever walked out of a store with. I'm surprised they let me leave with it.
Right.
So I show.
It's almost you have so much booze, you have an intent to sell
Yeah.
or distribute.
Yeah, it's I left with them. They didn't want to sell to me because they thought they were about to have a competitor.
Yeah.
But so I come in and I've got a mountain of booze in my arms, and Billy was with me, I think. And they're like, "Oh wow, that's a lot." And I'm like, "Go out to the truck. There's way more." And
you asked for it.
yeah, and it's still I'm too old to be there. It's a high school party, but
Yeah.
I am friends with these people, so I was like,
But yeah, Billy's okay.
I mean, Billy's
Billy's just hanging out.
Billy's definitely not okay because I'm there hanging out. He's there committing felonies, or with the intent to commit felonies.
He's just sitting there looking for strange.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right.
He's the fucking fat version of Matthew McConaughey and Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, and this party is getting completely out of hand. I'm I was gonna stick around for a little bit and then just dip because I didn't want to be there. Crazy that I didn't want to be somewhere with a bunch of people. Not much has changed. But
oh man, you sound like me. Amanda's like, I don't know why you invite me so much when we go, because I thought you turned my back, and then I turned around, and you're the fucking life of the party. I'm like, yeah, you're fucking sauced up,
yeah,
and fucking, I just don't give a shit. I'm bored.
Yeah,
I'm either holding court or I am in the corner with my drink and a cigarette, fucking just nursing it, looking at my phone, possibly talking to you guys.
Yeah, it's
there's no middle ground. I don't go to a party and just one of these parties with these people they are my friends, but they're by association with my girlfriend.
Yeah,
they like me as much as they like me, and then I either go there and hold court or I'm just standing in the corner. There is no middle ground.
I'm great. People love me, but I don't want to be there. I'd much rather be at home playing video games.
No, I totally agree with you.
So
I was it's not that I can't function. Yeah, I can't function in a social setting.
So
I totally can. It's just I don't want to.
I need to explain how insane Billy was. Yeah, Billy was looking for a child wife, Rolk. He was looking for a drunken child bride, maybe. But so I you need to understand how crazy this party got. Do you understand? In movies where there's a high school party and it's no party is like that.
Yeah, it was like that.
This party was like that. There were if there were 20 people, there were 150.
Oh, wow.
I mean, she had a normal sized house. It's a nice upper middle class house.
Right.
You could barely walk around the first floor. There were so many people. It was like being in a club, pressed with people. It was crazy.
Oh, wow. Oh, that sounds terrible.
And I'm and I go to her and I'm like, yo, you need to get people out of here. The cops are definitely coming.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, and I'm like, yeah, they are.
Yes.
I tap Billy on the shoulder. I'm like, yo, cops are gonna bust this party. We need to not. I'm like, being here was questionable already. We definitely need to not be here. And he hears me, doesn't do anything, and I'm like, all right, bye. So I'm like, I'm not going out the front door because I'm like, cops are definitely like, it's gotten out of hand. So I walk into the backyard, walk a street over, and walk around because my truck is like on the other street, parked up. By the time I walk back up, so like in the time it takes to walk a block, cops are there, and I'm walking up, and a cop stops me. They're like, going to a party, and I'm like, no.
Get in my truck.
I'm like, my truck's right there. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm just immediately lying. So I guess they didn't like go in to bust them right away, because I drove home, which I mean it wasn't far, and I'd like made soup or something, and I get a call from Billy, and he's talking all hushed. He's like, yo, the cops are here.
In a closet?
Yes.
He's in a motherfucking closet or something?
He's in an upstairs closet. He's like, yo, the cops are here. And I'm like, yeah, I told you that was going to happen. And he's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm at home. And he's like,
Exactly. Yeah, man, that's his own fault.
He's like, how did you get home? I'm like, I left. I told you I was leaving. And then I left. That's what happened. Yeah, 6 feet, 6 feet, 300 hiding in the closet. Yeah, that is exactly what happened. And I was like, essentially I'm like, yeah, don't get caught. And if you do, don't drop the soap. See you later. Like, and
man, you tried to give him the out. You tried to give him the option.
Yeah, I tried to help him. He didn't listen to me. I'm like, so it's just like, but, oh yeah, that was hysterical. Oh yeah, no, Rolk would have left with me immediately. He would have been like, yep, he's definitely not wrong about this. It was, again, it was the most insane part. Like, yeah, like, it's like, we need to go. But, yeah, that one was, I don't even understand how that party got that out of hand that quickly. Because, like, it seemed fine. And then
people like swinging from chandeliers and shit.
Like, it felt like I don't even know how to describe it. It felt like I had turned my back and like was talking to somebody, and like by the time like I turned back around, just everything had completely changed. And this
everything's on fire.
Yeah, it's just packed to the rafters with people, and I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, we need to go. Oh my god! But yeah, that one was.
Wait! Some of our Navy parties got busted a little bit. Like my buddies had an apartment. I stayed there a lot. And like, you know, they built standards and shit all the time. And you know, I mean, one of them was like especially rowdy. Like there was fuck ton of people, and music was loud. People were loud, playing beer pong. Just like, you know, it's a keg. You know, military kegger. You've been to one. You know, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I was super fucking nervous because it wasn't anything like if we fucked them, they would get in trouble. They were adults. But there was people under the age of 21 there,
Yeah.
and I was fucking, dude, I was drunk, but I was so on fucking edge. And they were on the second floor, and I happened to be on the patio, and I was like having a cigarette or something, drunk off ass, having a drink. Dude, they opened the door, and I saw a fucking cop uniform. I was like, I am not going to be on fucking gray water for this. I was getting ready to fucking like jump over the thing and like hang and drop like a fucking story and a half, because I was like, I'll fucking twist my ankle or sprain my ankle and just hop away just to not get in trouble. I was like, no, it ain't happening. I'm not going to get arrested and then be taken to the goddamn MPs and then taken to my ship and then have fucking one day I'm gonna hear "Party Up" by DMX over the 1MC because I'm in line for XOI. Like, it's not gonna happen. Not doing it. I was like, I will fucking hurt myself and just limp around for fucking 2 weeks. I don't give a shit.
Not doing
it. But they did. But they just told us to quiet down. They did not. They did not ask anything. Like, they didn't come in or anything. They apparently they just asked them to turn down the music and asked people to keep it down for the day, and that was it. So luckily it stayed playing. So I was like, fuck.
You're not jamming
me up. There was nothing crazy about the party. It was just a lot of people. Yeah. You know, it was a crazy, normal military gig.
I mean,
once it might get a little more out of control with the Marines, but that's
as things do.
The Marines are fucking insane. Yeah, the Marines, like, I mean, God bless them. I love the Marines. We need the hell out of them. Fucking kudos. Like, I love the goddamn Marines. Yeah, dangerous to party with. Because they, like, the Navy boys might be able to fucking drink you under the table, but they don't get up to the fucking illegal shenanigans at the regular level like the goddamn Marines do.
Yeah, once
the Marines get sauced and think they're invincible.
Yeah, the Marines get hammered and then they're like, all right, time to commit crimes.
Yeah. If you want to go get drunk with a bunch of Marines, active duty Marines, fucking, you really need to look in the mirror and ask what is acceptable.
Yeah. Ask yourself if you're that guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you just want to go out, and have a relatively good time, get sauce, get balls busted, and listen to some music and have a good time, you can go ahead and go out with a bunch of sailors. You might not want to drink the next, or you might not want to go to work the next morning, but you'll be okay.
We had a barn burner one night when I was in. It was, what was it? It was, we had a PT test at 5:30. We didn't get back to the barracks until 5:15. It was so bad. Our buddy Bean saw us stumbling into the barracks, and he's like, I will make some shit up. You guys are tragic right now.
Hey, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, you are.
It's like,
very tragic.
It's like, he's like,
I've seen it, bro. And you know what? This is how, like, obviously I was in the Navy for a while. I passed my PT test. It's all good. This is how I know I am not a long distance individual built for speed. I'll tell you how I know that I've gone to a PT test completely fucking sober and not hungover, well hydrated, and I get fucking just smoked by somebody that is either clearly still drunk or hungover. It smells like alcohol because they are actively sweating it out of their boots.
You will
I'm amazed at like what some people can do after a night like that. Like, it's very impressive to me because there's like, if I wake up after a bending, I don't want to move, let alone run a fucking mile and a half.
Oh no, my best PT test was when I was absolutely sauced. I wasn't hungover. I was still drunk. I was like the sit-ups got a little sloshy given, but the mile and the push-ups, I ran that 2 mile so quickly. I was a gazelle.
It's absolutely insane, man. Oh my god, that was like one time. Fucking, I was in clinicals with your fucking ass, and you took, and I was just this poor, fucking making no money, fucking college student, whatever. And we went to, I forgot what the name of it was at the time, but somewhere in Clematis, and you just proceed to, like, unprompted. I did not ask. I want to tell the internet right now. I never asked for a drink from him. I never was like, yo, get me one or whatever. He didn't even ask me what I wanted. I was just being brought drinks. And, you know, as a Navy man, you know, rule of thumb, generally, I don't turn down free drinks, whether I kind of, you know, I mean, it might not be my favorite, but somebody is giving me free alcohol, right? Especially in the party. Nowadays, because I'm an old man, I might be like, I'm good. But back in the day, I had no self-control. I'm like, shit, free drinks, woo, you know?
Yeah.
And, yeah, I got so fucked up that this is how the night went. We left. I knew I parked on the roof because I drove Nikki there to meet you.
Yeah.
Because I think you were going to be later, and we beat you. So I picked up Nikki and we drove there, and I parked. The only parking I could find was one of the parking garages on Clematis, basically on the roof of the park.
Yeah.
So I'm so drunk out of there, I start walking, and I can't find my car, and it's because I'm in the wrong fucking parking position. So I walk like 2 blocks in the other direction, finally get my car. I have no business whatsoever, but I have no choice. And I finally, like, I get out of the car, and then, like, I'm halfway home, you know, I'm being as responsible as I can for being irresponsible as I was. And I had one eye closed, so I didn't have double vision. I'm good, you know, whatever. I'm a pro. I know how to do it. And, like,
I've been here
and
before.
then my fucking phone, my phone fucking, and it's fucking Evans, who is also fucking just obliterated to the. And I don't even know what was said, but he just enthusiastically starts screaming at me. Not in a malicious way. He's not angry. He's like being my hype man over the phone for no fucking reason. Like, did not prompt me with a hey, whatever. Like, as soon as I could hear the phone be picked up, just starts hyping. And that's all I remember of it. Don't even know what he says because I was fucked up. And I finally get home. I have to be at the hospital on a Saturday morning because I'm due to work that weekend or, you know, do whatever my shift is for fun. And I get there, and thank God it's a weekend, so it's kind of slow. And thank God I have Mikey there, because Mikey immediately knew what was going on. He knew I was fucking probably still drunk. So I didn't necessarily have to touch anybody, because I would have just said I was sick and went home and made it up another day.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not going to touch it. I ended up having to go home anyway because I eventually did feel really bad. And I felt like my heart was about to break from my fucking chest. It almost didn't even feel like a consistent, regular beat, like when you like run a mile and you're exhausted. It felt irregular. I got Evan Johns giving me a regular heartbeat. They like listened to me. And I got sent home.
They're like, hey, you might be dying.
Yeah, they're like, dude, you might want to get checked out. I'm like, I think I just need to sleep. And I was like, so I think I'm good because I don't want to just like,
yeah,
I didn't want some doctor to get in my face and be like, yeah, you're definitely just still drunk or whatever and get in trouble. So I got released home finally, dude. I passed out so long. It was fucking I don't even know.
Oh, I mean,
the only other time I remember, I mean, obviously, I've had nights where, I wake up, I've lost time, usually involves tequila of some sort.
yeah.
All it takes is me actually drinking and somebody giving me one shot of tequila, and there's going to be at least a block of time of at least 20 to 30 minutes. I can't remember. It just affects me that way.
It's like, oh, well, not getting that back.
Yeah, I'm just never gonna know what's gonna happen. But yeah, it was something, man. The only other time I really remember getting that drunk is and Mikey. I think Mikey came out for it. It was one of my birthdays. My aunt was in Shelly, and it was my birthday, and I was wearing some obnoxious, funny shirt. All it said was "Blink if you want me." And yeah, but it's my birthday, and I'm there. It's not a big crowd. It's like my aunt is supposed to take me out, give me, buy me some booze, get me drunk. And, Mikey showed up, and I think my sister was there, and it was a real small little group.
Yeah.
And first place we go to is Cheesecake Factory, and the only reason we go to Cheesecake Factory is because this girl that I had a big ass crush on was a bartender. Now I know her from school and shit, so I know her. It's not like I'm just like creeping on this fucking,
It's just creeping on waitresses.
Yeah, but so I know her, and I go and say hi, get around, and I get it was funny. I'm like over there with my mom, Mikey or whoever, and I'm sitting at the table, I'm just having some drinks, and I look over, and my mom hits me in so many points. I look over, and there is this majestic bartender that I have a crush on, and she's looking at me, and she's blinking very, very hard. I'm an idiot, so I forget what I'm fucking wearing, like the shirt, and I just have this really. I know I have it because I feel like I don't hide my facial expression very well. I'm looking at her kind of awkwardly because I'm thinking is she having a fucking stroke or something? What the fuck is going on? And then I'm like, should I go over there? You think she's okay? My aunt is she calls me Boo Boo. She's like, Boo Boo, you are an idiot. She's like, please look down and read your shirt. And she was blinking. Yeah, so it was funny. And but it made and then we eventually moved on. Bought those tacos the whole night. We went, and I'm just getting hammered. People are just getting me fucking sloshed. And then we roll over across the street to Roxy. Not the rooftop, the bottom bar with pool tables and shit. Do you know how hard it is to get kicked out of Roxy's without throwing a punch?
It's
pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
I was and I didn't really do anything wrong. It was actually kind of a slow night. And we're sitting there shooting pool, whatever. I'm toasted out of my mind. And I just, you do what drunk people do. You got to pee. So I start walking to the bathroom, not paying attention. I can't even see straight. And I walk into the women's bathroom by accident. There's a lady washing her hands, and I go, so I don't even really make it fully in the door. I'm just like, oh shit, my bad. And I turn around and I go to mom.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul. I didn't even actually make it all the way in. That fucking lady went to the bartender or whatever, told her that I was in the women's bathroom, and I got kicked. My aunt is like, dude, he's drunk. He didn't go in there. He just, whatever. He's just drunk. It's his birthday. I got money. I'm here spending money, right? We're not bothering anybody, and they still kick me.
Yeah. Yep.
And I got in the car. My sister pulled the car around because she was sober. Thank Christ. And so she was driving us home, and I'm drunk in the back. I'm like, yo, man, because back in the day when we used to leave the bar, cruising for strays in the Navy, if nobody went anywhere, we're just going home together because we all struck out. What do? Drive through a Wendy's, baby. Spicy chicken sandwiches, all around.
All
So as part of
around.
that, I was like, yo, it was my birthday. I was like, yo, man, I'm hungry. Take me to Wendy's. I got in the car after I made it through one stoplight and I passed out. So Wendy's never happened. I don't even remember getting into my own bed, but I woke up in my own bed, no covers on me, still dressed in absolutely everything I had on from the night before. The only difference is, bro, I was so fucking blacked out drunk, I pissed my pants. Like at night. I just woke up and I just like huge fucking, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm fucking wrecked. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
It's like what the fuck happened?
I was like, Jesus Christ, I had to like waddle across the living room with my mother and my grandmother in it. I had to, of course, change my fucking clothes to walk to the shower. Because I was in school, I was still living with my parents.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was just, dude, everything. Fucking, the jeans just completely fucking saturated from the knee up. My fucking bedspread, everything I just had to wash. I honestly, I think I would not bought a new bedspread. Like, Jesus Christ, I haven't fucking pissed myself since
Yeah.
child.
It's like all right, well, time to reevaluate. Time to reevaluate my life decisions.
Like, thanks for the great birthday, I guess. You could have fucking maybe threw your boy a bone and cut me off.
Yeah, maybe. Can you get me a bedspread? Allegedly, I stole a kid's Halloween candy on Halloween. We don't know what happened that night. It could have been anything. That's when I broke into Rolk's car while completely hammered. Oh my god. So bad. So bad. Yeah, there are some rough nights in the past. It's always funny. Jesus Christ. I mean, there are some things where it's like, how did I survive?
Nah, man, you can say that shit about fucking anybody. Like, think about how they, like, I mean, granted, we had no phone at one point.
Yeah.
No phone.
Having no phones was the wildest part.
Yeah, dude, it was the fucking Wild West. Because you're like, oh, I'm going out to play with my friends. Your parents are like, okay, you guys hop on your bike and you're looking for a dead body in the forest.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking, you did some dangerous shit. I went into a few fucking buildings that I probably should not have gone into. Like, like dilapidated buildings.
Oh, yeah.
And fucking, I could have died a lot as a child. And it didn't seem unnormal.
Yeah, that's just how it was.
Yeah, that was just how it was. It didn't seem unnormal whatsoever. Oh, yeah. Like, can you imagine nowadays? Because I know probably even Ryan Frank's done this before. Did you ever ride your bike as fast as you can, and then you, like, up to your house, and then instead of just stopping and getting off the bike like a normal person, at full fucking speed, you just jumped off the side of that motherfucker and let it slam into the garage door? I guarantee you did. I dare you. I fucking dare you to try that. I fucking dare you. You will either hurt or definitely kill yourself.
Yeah, you'll just be dead.
Yeah, like, it's not gonna happen. And we all used to do that shit. I mean, how fast are you going on a bike?
Exactly.
Like, it's pretty fucking fast. Like, would you want to be hit by a car at 15 to 20 miles an hour? I'll answer for you. Fucking no, you wouldn't.
Oh my god. That's like that shit did all the time. Like Yeah, you'd shatter into 1,000 pieces if you tried to do that today.
Yeah. Oh, there's no fucking way, man. There's no fucking way. I can't even tell you how fucking hurt, how much I put this. Like, I wouldn't even make it off the bike. I would just tip the bike over. Because I don't think I work like that anymore, where I'm like quickly fucking like flipping my fucking leg over the entire bike to get to the other side to jump off it. Like, my foot's getting caught on something.
Yeah, no, I am no
Like,
longer swift enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a fucking the size 13 get fucking caught on a handlebar, and I'm down. I'm done. This is it. This is how I die.
All will meet in time.
Oh yeah, jumping off swing sets. My knees would detonate.
Oh yeah.
If I jumped off of swing sets from the side from what I used to.
That is the fucking most awesome way I've ever heard say somebody that they would blow their knee out. Saying my knees would detonate.
Yeah, my kneecaps.
I've never heard that before, and I love it. It's a very apt description.
My kneecaps would come off and kill a child at the playground. That is exactly what would happen. They would shoot out of my body and kill a child like a bullet.
Elspeth von Drachen.
They'd send me to jail. They'd be like, "What were you thinking, old man?"
Missiles at the ready.
They'd be 100% correct.
Sigmar, fire, fire.
Shouldn't you be sitting in your lazy boy listening to Limp Bizkit?
Yeah, listening to Limp Bizkit.
Hey, bro. Hey, that was one of my purchases on vinyl. I actually bought Limp Bizkit's Significant Other.
Oh, hell
I don't
yeah.
regret it either. That album is fucking dope. Got one of my hype songs. I got a hype track, man. Like, you know how some people listen to shit before a game or whatever to like hype themselves out?
Yeah.
My number one song I remember once it came out and I was playing ball, I used to listen to Limp Bizkit break stuff all the time. And I would listen to it like a couple times before a game while we were warming up. And then I would, because I wasn't the most physically gifted athlete. I just worked really hard and trained and, practiced. And so I was good. And, but I wasn't like the lead scorer or anything. I played a lot of defense with rebounds, and I just really enjoyed getting people's asses. And I would just, elbows, little things that you just dig it into somebody's back. So yeah, it helped.
Listen to this.
Because I mean, if somebody was gonna take a charge, I guarantee you it was me.
Listen
And that shit hurts.
Listen to this from Bronk. Jousting on bicycles with hockey sticks.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, of course.
Never did that. I didn't do it.
Did Rolk tell you the story of when his dad had to sit all three of them down and tell them that wrestling wasn't real because they kept hurting each other? That wrestling wasn't
real.
Wrestling wasn't real.
No.
Yeah. So they kept hurting each other, and his dad had to sit down. Obviously, he's smoking, and he's like, look, wrestling's not fucking real. It's planned out in advance. It's fake, and they're arguing, and Rolk's arguing with him. He's like, it hurts though. It hurt like we did it. He's like, it's not real. They plan ahead. They're actors, and Rolk, and this is what I imagine happened, and I could see it, is little Rolk, full of fury and venom after his father has shattered the illusion, and he just looks at him and he's like, you always hated wrestling. Just not believing him and being like, you always hated wrestling.
You always hated my boyfriend.
Yeah, exactly. My boyfriend, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And oh my god, that image is forever stuck in my head because I can see it so clearly of little Rolk being like, "You always hated wrestling.
You know
This
what?
is why
You know what's
Mom left
hysterical?
you."
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're a
You
fucking
don't know nothing.
yeah.
I'm gonna live forever, and I know everything.
Yeah, I fucking like. I can see it. I can hear the anger in Little Rogue's voice. You always hated wrestling.
You didn't even give him a chance, Dad.
I can. It's so. It is so clear in my mind's eye. And I'm like, shit.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, shit. Did they drop? Did they tell you that Santa wasn't real on the same day? Was it just like, an end all?
know.
Yeah, he said he was.
Oh my god, the Santa thing probably went over way better.
Oh yeah, it did. He was getting in fights in school apparently. He said he was more upset about wrestling than he was about Santa.
I'm sure a lot of wrestling kids fans, kids that were wrestling fans, when they noticed, I'm sure they were taken aback at first.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It hurts. I mean,
it stings, man. Those are your heroes. It stings. It's just, it is what it is.
I mean, apparently, I don't remember this super clearly. I just know it was a really bad day, because I didn't figure out that Santa wasn't real. I had to be told. My parents told me Santa was real, and I was like, all right, why would you lie to me? That's a weird thing to lie about. Yeah.
My mom wouldn't lie to me like that.
And I apparently took it really badly, because, like, the second they told me, like, I put it all together. It's like, oh, none of this is real.
It's kind of like what we were talking about initially, when you hit like either 30s or mid 30s, you just realize that absolutely nobody on the planet knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
nobody has to do.
They're
like it's the same thing. It's like, oh god,
no one's got their hand on the wheel. But so, like, it's so bad. Oh yeah, Dad, it can't be fake. They're bleeding. Those moves hurt. Yeah. Arguments to Bill.
Yeah.
But so it was so bad. It's so bad that my sister, she's like, yeah, we're handling Santa a little bit different, because my sister was there and she remembers it clearly. She's like, I cannot describe to you how bad of a day that was, how bad of a week that was, and how bad of a month that was. She's like, you were distraught. And I'm like, what? She's like, you were a child who was so clearly depressed after this. It's like,
yeah, for sure. I totally get it, man. I get it, man. That shit stings. It stings. When you're a kid, that shit stings, because it's part of your, like, you don't know shit about shit, man. Your entire reality is what your fucking parents tell you.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've been fucking good, like, trying to be good and writing letters, so some fictional character, you feel like a fucking idiot, even as a kid.
It's like, why did
fucking liars?
Why'd you let me do that? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like my sister's husband was like talking about it, and my sister was like, "Yeah, we can't do that." And like she told him the story. She's like, "I cannot describe to you how bad it's like she's like, don't get me wrong, it's not fully because of that." She's like, "My brother is a jaded, cynical asshole, partially due to this moment." She's like,
"Oh man, dude, it's your villain origin story."
It really is.
This is your Mr. Glass moment, dude.
They told me Santa wasn't real, and I'm like, all right, gonna burn it down.
I had to burn it down.
It's like, all right.
Ever since that day, it's been like, damn the man, fight the power.
I'll kill all of you. Nothing's real. Nothing's true. It's like when I got to.
Oh my god! If your childhood wasn't ruined by Santa, man, you might not be friends. You might not even like each other.
It's
You might
true.
not be each other's.
It's true.
You never know.
I mean,
Because you'd be a much happier person.
I mean, the other piece of that. Well, we'll see. It wouldn't be all sunshine and rainbows, because the other piece of that is when I got to middle school, and I'm sitting in history, and essentially they had to like break it to you that it's like, hey, you know all that history and stuff that we've been teaching you for the last like 6 to 7 years, and it's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, none of that was true. It's like we taught you wrong as a joke. it's like why? It's like you tested me and gave me letter grades on shit you knew wasn't true. Why did you do that? No one held a gun to your head. No one made you do that. Why do I have all these wrong facts about Christopher Columbus? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Amethyst mage.
Like, why was that necessary?
Because you're out there right now. Before they told you that, you were out there defending Christopher Columbus hard.
Yeah.
And they're like, y'all don't know shit.
Yeah, we couldn't Google anything. All we had was what you assholes were teaching us. We didn't have the internet yet. I couldn't ask Alexa, yo, was Christopher Columbus a monster? No, I didn't know. Nobody told me. That's why I didn't know. In fact,
Alexa wasn't coming to our aid.
Yeah, in fact, the people who were supposed to teach me facts and whose tax dollars paid to do that, they in fact purposely taught me the wrong thing. Why? Why did you make that decision? It's like, yeah, so instead of prepping you for history for the last 6 years, we taught you the wrong thing. And now you have to unlearn it and learn the right thing. I will be testing you on that, and if you answer the correct answer from last year, it will be an incorrect answer. It's like, and I'm just sitting there having a fucking crisis. Like, why? It's Santa all over again. What is wrong with all of you? What do you mean the Founding Fathers owned slaves? What? Why? Why are you doing this? What? I don't understand. Fucking, that's what I do.
They wonder why we all have trust issues.
Yeah,
right?
it's like, it's why it's like, hey, did you know all of these adults in Hollywood are pedophiles? It's like, nothing could surprise me at this point. It's like, the system's broken. The sky is falling.
That's why I'm insufferable when somebody tries to talk politics with me. I'm like, you're a liar.
Give me 1 second. I gotta go to the door.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, my mom got a phone call about that little outburst.
Verena and Nod.
But by the time she got to talk to me, again, I don't remember any of this. This is coming from my family. Was like, they're like, yeah, by the time you got home, because I'd gotten a phone call, because apparently I went ballistic in the classroom, which is weird, because I was like super quiet and barely paying attention, and I like lost my shit. And apparently, by the time I got home, I was calm and collected, and she's like, and that was worse. Because you looked me dead in the eye and was like, why did you teach me the wrong things? And she's like, and I just didn't have an answer for you.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have an answer for you. That's fucking reassuring.
She's like, I just looked at you and was like, look, you gotta do the. I'm like, but why? What? Like, I was so mad. That was the full breaking point. was what do you mean? You taught me the wrong thing for nearly a decade.
This is part two. This is part two of your Mr. Glass story.
Yeah, I probably could have held it together if it was just the Santa thing. But then you decide. I already hated school, and then I had to find out that a full half of my grade school experience you spent teaching me the wrong thing? What the fuck is wrong with all of you?
Amethyst.
I don't like to be here anyway, and you have the fucking audacity to waste my time. That's all you bitches got when you got nothing left is audacity. Yeah. I would love to know what I said in that classroom for my mother to get a phone call about it. I must have become unglued.
I imagine so.
Oh my god, Rolk. This is a quote from Bill. Did you really think The Undertaker was a dead guy with magic powers? All three brothers. Yes! Oh my god.
Yo, dog. I get it, man. I don't even blame the fucking Ravens. I really don't. It doesn't, like, I totally get it.
Our faith
But fuck, that's funny.
You always hated wrestling.
You always hated wrestling. You know nothing, old man.
You always hated wrestling. This is why I'm gonna leave you at a home when you get older.
You have no shot, old man. You got no shot. You're done. You're fucking done.
You're dead to
There's
me.
gonna come a time where you can't take care of yourself. I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, you know what else isn't real? Hospice care.
That's that. Fucking write that one down. That's for the hospice bit. That was good. I like that stuff. Fucking write that one down. That was good. We can repurpose. We can repurpose that one.
It'll be on YouTube forever.
Yep. There you go.
Oh my god. He's just mad he's not Stone Cold and can't drink beer and beat up his boss. That's what Rolk thought. This is why Rolk's idea of the workplace was so fucked up, by the way. Is because he thought Stone Cold was real, and like if you had a problem with your boss, you could just fight him. And if you won, you were right.
When you were right.
Yeah.
That's fucking hysterical. I love it. I love it.
You always hated wrestling.
Oh my God, that's what we do, man. All right, check it. We write the dad comes home from Boston comic, right? We do the comic, but they were teenagers then, right? So we do that
No,
comic.
they were adults when Dad came home
Oh, they
from
were-
Boston. Yeah, no, Bill came down from Boston to beat the hell out of his adult children.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no,
Fucking, you know what?
Rolk,
Good on you, Bill. I knew I liked that guy.
Rolk was 17, almost 18, so he was a child. The other two,
Yeah.
they were adults. And they caught
Right.
that he went down there and parented them.
I fucking got them hands.
Yeah.
You gotta get them hands.
These hands are rated E for everyone, Big Dog.
E for everyone. Write that down. That's a good one. I like it.
I got that from somewhere else. We don't need to write that one down. Yeah,
all right,
that's
all right.
not an original. I don't know where I got that one,
All
but,
right.
but
Oh
yeah.
my God, it's fucking good though. I like it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Rolk, on a technicality, Rolk was not an adult. Yo, but flying down from Boston to Florida in the express purpose of beating the shit out of your adult children is so unbelievably gangster.
It is, man. I love that. I love the story. I think the story is great. But this is what I propose. If we ever actually do make that story into a ridiculous comic form, the
Yeah.
black and white with just the eyes and cherry of the cigarette man in color,
Yeah.
the whole nine.
The whole thing.
Like if we ever do this, I propose that we also do like a very short little extra comic where it goes back in time when they were children, and we will fucking illustrate him sitting them down and telling them wrestling isn't real, and then we'll do Baby Roll go up being like you never.
You always hated wrestling.
Like you know what the funniest thing is granted I didn't see it was a child. Hell, I mean I think I've seen some older 20-something and maybe high school pics, but I have no idea what Wolf looked like as a little kid. In my mind, it looks like the exact same person, but like as a midget.
Just draw him that way, chin strap and all.
Chin strap, fucking dip in his lip. It does. Like, it to me, like, because I have no context, and I don't ever want to see a baby picture.
No,
I don't want to
he'll ruin it.
because I like little person Rolk in my head. Like I prefer. So I'm just gonna ride dirty with that big Rolk. Like full facial hair.
With that being canon.
Yeah. It's just the way it is.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna Christopher Columbus it and say that he looked like that at the time.
Yeah, yeah, fuck it. Why not? Nothing's real.
Yeah. Oh, the Matrix.
Fuck it. Nothing's true. Everything's made up.
Yeah.
Just making shit up. Teach children. Get them halfway through their school career. Be like, hey, you know that shit we told you back then? Fake.
All bullshit. All of it's bullshit.
Yeah. And then I'm the asshole for being mad about it. That's victim blaming.
You didn't live in that time, bro. There was no victim blaming back then. There was no feelings. It just was what it was.
Yeah. Hey, how about you eat shit, moron? And then the internet came out. It couldn't lie to us anymore. I could check.
Oh shit! We're gonna have to tell these kids the fucking truth.
God, they're gonna know that we're lying to them. Fuck.
All the parents got together and were like, "It's over, guys. Yeah, nice run.
Yeah, we had
a good run, but it's over now."
We had a good run teaching these fucking dummies whatever we wanted.
That's all right. It still happens. The government just does it now.
Yeah. Look at this fucking.
Oh, let me see. What did I put? Oh, yeah, I put 1. It's 10. I just forgot this because it is 10, right? All right, sweet. And those other 2 patches were good? Okay, sweet.
Look at all these fucking idiots. They thought all this was true.
Are you kidding me, man? Before us, there was a point in time where the only reason kids existed is because the farmers need a workforce to live.
Yeah.
They didn't love you. You were their employee.
Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna need you to work this combine harvester. Watch.
Yeah. Like, no, you just imagine, like, fucking some strawing in his mouth, fucking holding, like, some tin cup full of, like, hot water, basically, and being, like, going to his kids and, like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow on Saturday to milk the cows. Thanks. That would be great. And then just fucking leave. You have no choice. You have no choice.
Yeah. You don't have any rights.
So fucking you think you are.
Yeah. Well, what are you thinking? You think? Yeah.
We procreated so you could milk those cows.
Yeah.
So
What the fuck do you think you're here for? Yeah. You're explicitly here to milk these fucking cows.
you want to eat? Get this fucking little ass.
There's no paperwork on you existing. I could bury you in the backyard. No one would know.
I'll never be able to tell.
No one would even care.
No, nobody cares. Nobody even knows you exist.
Yeah. Oh god. School wasn't terrible for everyone. Like, the amount of people that like high school was the best time in their lives, like, that's all I need to know, that the general public is fucking unsalvageable. It's like, high school is great. It's like, are you...
To be only you know what? To be honest with you, to me, the only reason why, like, high school and all that shit was great, because, like, once you get to be an adult and you realize what being an adult entails, it's probably why none of us have the wheel and none of us have properly grown up, because you're just kind of thrust into it all of a sudden to like, this sucks.
No, no. Being an adult fucking rules. Being an adult kicks so much ass. I do whatever I want. If anybody tells me not to, I'm like, hey, how about you go fuck yourself?
Well, no, that is true. I'll give it. I can see that. I'm talking about like the paying the bills and buying food and shit. Where it's just like, as a kid, it's just like provided for you.
Yeah, but I can buy whatever food I want. I can buy.
That is true. You don't have to finish your fucking peas if you don't want. Oh my god, I told some fucking kid. I think it was my nephews. It was just being like fucking unruly to their mom because they wouldn't buy them. She wouldn't let her have something, and I'm like. And they look at me. I'm like, don't look at me. You're not my fucking kids. I was like, you want to come hang out with me? I'll give you whatever you want, and then I'll just hang back because you're not mine. I was like, I just want to let you know, since that's not going to happen, and we're not leaving for me to give you what you want. I just want you to know that I could have an entire box of cookies for dinner if I want.
Yeah.
I was like, nobody's going to tell me different.
They can't.
They might judge me, but I can do it.
Yeah, no one can stop me.
New knowledge is crucial for our elucidation.
They might want to, can't.
Like, I have a whole box of Oreos for dinner. How about that, you fucking idiot?
Yeah, you little dumb. I'm gonna teach you wrong shit about Christopher Columbus after this.
Stand by. I got some history to teach you.
Hold on, I'm gonna teach you some incorrect shit for no reason.
No reason whatsoever.
Because I hate you. You dumb bastard. You're so stupid. How could you not know things? It's like, well, because you didn't teach me the right things. Shut up, dumbass.
You just didn't understand it because you didn't study hard enough.
Yeah, you must have not read the book full
Your
of
fault.
fake information.
Heed my voice. or
Now
fear
get out there and don't smoke marijuana. It's a gateway drug.
People are gonna offer it to you, I promise.
Every street corner is going to
all-
offer you free weed.
All of them. God, what a utopia they thought we were gonna live in.
I know, right?
Yo, people are just gonna be handing out free weed left, right, and center.
Oh my God, the world would be such a better place.
Yeah.
But like I mean, hey man, maybe they actually were just going off life knowledge. Maybe they were so into fucking Quaaludes, maybe they were giving them out on street corners.
I mean, that's why there aren't any left. They're like back in my day.
It's extinct.
Yeah, back in my day, everybody was just giving out drugs.
Yeah.
Maybe they were so
You just
ripped.
roll up to somebody and be like, yo, you got a lewd, and they just give it to you.
Yeah, maybe they were just so ripped from the 80s that it took them till the late 90s to be like, oh, fuck. You know that bullshit history book that we wrote back then? We've been teaching children that for the last 2 decades. Fuck.
We're like, fuck it, let it ride. Let it ride.
We're gonna have to.
We'll never find out.
Oh.
Those kids are never gonna have anything instantly in their pocket to look up information.
Yeah.
So
They'll never.
just fucking let it ride. Those assholes are never gonna go to a library.
They'll never disprove me.
amethyst.
They'll never know.
It's like, hey, this invention called the internet came out. It's like, oh fuck.
God, shit. Al Gore fucks his ball.
The jig's up. Roll-
Damn you, Al Gore!
Yeah, Rolk, you never went willingly to a library because you were dyslexic and no one told you. That's why.
Amethyst moon.
Yeah, dude. I feel like you'd have if you weren't dyslexic and they actually would have diagnosed you earlier and fixed the actual fucking problem, I think you would have a totally different outlook on reading.
Yeah, I think you'd be. I think everything would have pretty much improved immediately.
No.
It's like,
Von Drac.
because
Don't
like,
take it as an insult. None of this is your fault.
no, it's the state of Florida's fault. Like, it's like he describes the most textbook version of dyslexia to these people,
Yeah.
and they're like, fuck, could be anything. like, the fact that they didn't catch it it's like, wow, guys are
No. They were just blowing them off because they didn't want to fucking deal with it. They just wanted to go home, pour out some whiskey, sit in front of the TV, smoke a bowl, and fucking forget that they exist.
yeah.
like that's it.
Fuck your kids. I don't give a fuck about your kids.
Hang it on.
Grey
Yeah, the state of Florida really fucked you over.
Yeah, totally their fault. I hear this. Don't hear what we're not saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell you that the state of Florida, that their education system is super fucked. Because I barely passed high school up here because I hated it, was mostly the problem. But I got to community college in Florida, and I'm like, wow, this is a college class? I'm pretty sure I learned this in 10th grade. I'm like, oh, y'all motherfuckers are behind. I'm like, are they still teaching the Christopher Columbus thing? Do you know?
Have you been informed?
Yeah, did they tell you?
It's all lies and bullshit.
Yeah. Mirrors within mirrors. I immediately start having a panic attack.
Just getting triggered. Oh, so fucking hysterical.
Nothing's true.
It's all a lie.
Don't believe them. Oh my god.
I love that your fucking part of your origin story of your personality has to do with adults lying about Santa and Christopher Columbus. It is such blatant fucking lies to a child's face.
And it shattered my psyche.
You are one more incident away in that age range from becoming a fucking serial killer.
Yeah.
At least you have a level of empathy because you are way too intelligent. You are way too intelligent of a person to have zero empathy because you would just be murdering everyone.
I was one lie away from becoming history's greatest monster.
Yeah, exactly.
I hung on to sanity by my fingertips.
Fucking one more lie from adults in Evan's childhood, and bam, he's Dahmer.
Yeah. All right. It's like, all right. It's bad enough. You always hated Christopher Columbus. He's a national treasure. He'll kill you.
He's a national treasure. I'll kill you. I'll kill your whole family. Oh man.
You always hated Christopher Columbus.
This was a wonderful segue. This fucking time we was basically talking about how much we just hate people.
just how irrationally angry I was as a child. Because people kept lying to me for no reason, unprompted. Did you all have a fucking meeting? Why are you doing this?
You never liked
you always.
I fucking love that. You never liked wrestling.
My favorite part about that phone call to my mother is that she worked in the OR and she couldn't just take calls. So that was left as a message to her. And this is pre-cell phones. So this was left out a message at a desk.
Somebody wrote that down.
Yeah, somebody took this call and wrote it down. That there was an incident at school. Your son found out that they've been lying to him about Christopher Columbus, and he blew a fucking gasket. Imagine needing to break that news. It's like, what the fuck are you saying to me right now?
Oh man, what a fucking phone call to get. I mean, I get, like, honestly, based on the age you were and the time period and all that, I totally get why you were so fucking upset, but it's just hysterical to hear.
I know, it's super funny. It's completely insane. Furious. I was furious.
Oh, it's a good one though.
How can you do this to me?
Motherfucking Mama John just lying out her ass.
Hey, I wasn't mad at my mom per se, but I was mad at everybody. Yeah.
You're mad at humanity?
Yeah, it was about to be a wrap on the human race. It's like, you know what? Well, fuck all of you.
Probably looked your parents in the eye and be like, Saddam Hussein would lie to me.
Yeah.
What is it with you guys in this country?
Yeah. The fuck? Why'd you do this? Why was this the choice?
Pioneer of
I love that your mom is straight. I have no good answer.
only
She didn't, like, she had to think about it too. Cause like I asked and she had to like, what was her words? What she said when she retold the story. Cause like I'm cracking up now, obviously, cause it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's
But
super funny.
but she's like, and I had to realize, to my horror, that I didn't have any good answer for you. She's like, and you were calm and furious, and I
Right.
could tell. And she's like, so I had to look you into the eye and be like, I have no good answer for you.
for the Empire.
I got nothing, kid.
There's no way for me to answer this that's not going to result in you being angrier. And Evan never trusted anyone again. It's true. That's exactly what happened.
It's exactly what we're talking about.
I let the Santa thing slide, and this is what you do to me.
Let the Santa thing slide, and this is what you
You treat me like this.
Oh, all of them. Fucking monsters, our parents.
Why?
Absolute monsters.
Well, that's the thing. I wasn't mad at my mom. I was mad at the school system.
Oh, yeah. No.
Like, that's what I was furious about. I'm like, why am I paying attention? Why am I here? Are you lying to me now? Is there any way that I would know?
Lady of Shaiish.
My guy
Shit, man. You got fucking. I mean, don't get me wrong. She doesn't speak ill of the experience. She seems to. She laughs about it and stuff. But I mean, at least you were just lied to. You should have like. I love Amanda.
So
Beautiful.
many
She's
ideas.
fucking. Yeah, she's really, really funny. She's like making like push my pants laugh.
Yeah.
She's great, and she's really awesome.
Upgrades are
But
vital.
I will say that childhood pictures of her make my feet soft. And it's because, God rest her soul, don't want to speak ill of the dead, her mother, you should see the fucking hairstyle on this little bitch. And she was like on twirling and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, our parents could not be fucking.
Our parents did us so dirty.
Like honestly, I wouldn't blame if Amanda was like, if her and her mom didn't have a good relationship and she was like estranged from her mother,
Yeah.
and says I fucking hate my mom and all that shit, I would actually get it because I've seen the childhood pictures, and if
You've seen that haircut?
and I've seen the haircut, and I've been like, you know what, I get it. She did you dirty for years.
Did
you dirty for years.
she let this happen to you.
Yeah, and yeah, and I mean, because I was just fucking shoot. I was just talking
Yeah.
shit. Her mom was very supportive of like the baton twirling and all that.
Yeah.
Dance and all that other
Batons.
shit.
Batons.
But I was like, just the hairstyles alone. How does that like fill you with fucking rage? That- And you walks around publicly,
Yeah, she just let you do that.
just let you look like that.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Did you see a Prince video and decide, you know what? Man, I'll look good with that.
just the unprompted hatred towards us.
I know, man. Like, they didn't give a fuck, dude.
Unwarranted.
I know it was the 80s and there was some big hair in the 80s and shit for women. Like, I get it was kind of the style, but it almost, like, wasn't that. It was, like, this weird, like, Bob Bang thing. Like, it's just the most unflattering hairstyle. I've told her straight up. She showed me a picture and we'll laugh about it. I'm like, not gonna lie. I was like, you look fucking ridiculous. I was like, your mom did not do you any fucking favor.
Why did she do
And then,
this to you?
you know, and then she shows me pictures from like when she was like in college in her hoe days, and I'm like, God damn, girl. See, there you go, looking good.
Elements must be
Fucking no, man, those fucking child pictures. I'm like, I'm uncomfortable even looking at these. Like, it is that bad. Like, your hair is that fucking god awful.
It's
I don't even want to
tragic.
look at it. Yeah, it's so tragic. I can't even look at it. It makes me uncomfortable.
Your time
Yeah.
Like, look at those fucking bags. Like what the fuck?
You're just like, hey, I don't want to have to look at this anymore.
Yeah, I was like, yo, man, it's like you're good. I totally understand. I've seen it once. I don't ever need to see it again. Oh god.
Yeah.
Like the parents just didn't give a shit, man. You should have seen my sister, man. Even my fucking parents.
This is a
My fucking parents. Like, I mean,
this is a
I
podcast
was a
about
boy.
betrayal.
Yeah, like I was a boy. You know, I was a boy, and you know, my dad was military, so I've kind of had a little bit of a high and tight, but with a little bit more of a little fade going on, with a little more hair on top.
Yeah.
I had that growing up, very normal.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking about me, but my sister. You see my sister nowadays. My sister is a beautiful woman, and she like right now she has this fucking like it's like her hair's short and it's straight, but naturally my sister's hair is like super curly, like those delicious fucking curly fries, like that kind of curly.
I know where this is going.
You could just imagine what some of her hair looks like and how big that shit got. If I can dig up a picture, I'll be glad to send it to you, my man, because be prepared to laugh. Because, like, oh my god, dude, there is, I gotta fucking find it or ask her to send it to me so I can show you. There's a picture, and it's one of those, like, mall pictures where it's kind of like, fashion forward, where they, like, pose you and shit. It is my sister with, like, the biggest hair. She's got, like, some sort of stupid hat on, and it's like this denim jean jacket and shit. It is so late 80s, early 90s looking. It's just hysterical. I'm like, look at that fucking curly ass mop on this.
Look at Shirley Temple looking motherfucker.
Oh my god, so funny. Yes, 100% Shirley Temple looking. Yes, that is a 100% description of this picture.
Oh Jesus!
It was that, but with a little more flair, I guess you could say.
Oh God!
Yeah, dude, I just love being a guy, man. Thank God. I'm not saying every boy's hair was fucking sick, because it certainly wasn't. A lot of boys got led down the wrong path to their parents and age, for sure. But you got a better chance of coming out alive.
It could have been way worse.
100%. Let me see. I don't know if she'll have it on here. My sister is kind of private. So no, I don't. I'll have to ask her for the picture and see if I can fucking bring it up and send it to you.
Hey, you got that picture where you look silly as fuck?
How best to achieve perfection?
Oh my god, dude. Oh, I gotta send you one too. I bet you it's on my Facebook somewhere. Hell, you might have seen it. And you do see her. Cool. She's real young. She ain't got no 2 front teeth. And it's me and her posed, right? And she's got the super curly hair, but it's like a little shorter. And we take they have us to get this professional picture taken together, and we're both in like the fucking Ice Cream Man sailor outfit or whatever, or the Cracker Jack.
Yeah.
It is the most dumb, fucking stupid ass picture I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, why the fuck did y'all pay money to do this? I don't understand. Like, we weren't rich. Like, why are you dressing as something shit? Like, why are we getting this dumbass picture done?
We didn't have the spare funds for this.
Like, we look fucking ridiculous. Like, it was so fucking stupid. You paid money for this, money we probably didn't have. to create a terrible memory of just nonsense. Photo.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. I don't know how to do the Facebooks anymore. They're not on.
that's so fucking funny. They did it. They did it to all of us. The betrayal.
They did. Everybody. Yeah. Everybody got. Yeah. You know what? Now that after this fucking discussion we've had today, I'm really mad at my parents. Everybody's parents, really. I don't think the generation before us, like, I don't think they have a leg to stand on. I think they should apologize.
Everybody gets a apologize. Everybody gets a taste. Why did you do this to us? No one made you do this.
I gotta ask. Do you remember why he told them to apologize? I was so stupid. I don't even remember.
I can't remember either. Apologize. Oh God.
I think I actually have that one fucking somewhere. Jesus Christ! I just scrolled down and I saw this picture of me and my dad at fucking Great Lakes the day I retired. It is literally the whitest I think I have ever been in my life. It was after that 3 months at Great Lakes. After coming from Hawaii, where I was like, I had this like sun-kissed skin, and then like I go to fucking.
You were a beautiful brown child.
Yeah, and then I go to that, and I'm like, I look at the pictures, I'm like, wow, I look like goddamn Howdy. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, I look ridiculous.
Why'd you let it?
Well, it makes sense. I showed up to A school, and I walked in, and it wasn't even my like permanent place. They just had a place to put me for like a week, and I walked in, and the guy had clearly been there for a while, you know, and out of boot camp. And the first thing he says, he goes, "Jesus Christ, you want me to go get you a cheeseburger?" Unprompted, didn't ask me my name or anything, because I was 6'1" and I was like 160 pounds. I did not look healthy.
You're like,
that's not a healthy weight.
You're like,
that is not a healthy weight for me.
Stop dying.
It certainly looked like I was, bro. And on top of like how pale I was not. I was not. The public did not want to see me. I was uncomfortable to look until I put on a few more pounds, because like it was just like, oh, look at this albino man that is clearly starving.
Why did you starve this sailor to death?
Well, it's just because I didn't have any time, man. I didn't have any time to have like a proper fucking meal at boot camp. Like they just made the decision that they're like, oh, we're gonna start the timer when the first person rolls down or sits down. And guess what? We had a height line. I'm 6'1". I was the third or fourth tallest person in the entire division. And so by the time, if I did not get out of line and go to the bread, pick up some peanut butter and jelly, get a water and a Powerade to slam, and make a quick sandwich and eat it, I wasn't going to eat. I would have ate less than I already was. I survived on peanut butter jelly exclusively for about 2.5 months. I had water. I had Powerade from the machines, or the fountain drinks.
Yeah.
I would go get those real quick, make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, literally 3 squares a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Had no time to eat anything else. I rolled in there probably 210, 215. I rolled out like 160, 160.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I probably wouldn't have lost that much weight, but I can't, like, when somebody says something that is witty and insulting to another person, which that's the RDC's job to do to everybody.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me not to laugh. And I would snicker and I'd get dropped constantly. Like, I did a lot of exercise for 3 months straight, almost exclusively. And a lot of it was either pre-planned PT or I was getting dropped because I was laughing at everybody getting insulted.
Because you're like, it's comedy.
Yeah, so I dropped it, like, between the lack of food that I was taking in and the amount of times I was just getting my ass kicked from laughing. I lost a. You want to lose weight, people? Go to boot camp. Eat peanut butter and jelly, drink water and Powerade, and then just get your ass kicked for like 2.5 months straight. You'll lose weight. It is no by means sustainable, because once you turn back into a normal person, you will gain some weight back. But if you need to fit into a wedding dress in fucking 3 months, I got the thing for you. I got the recipe. Oh man, I'm gonna have to ask her to send me that one too. I don't think I have it. A little fucking stupid sailor outfit fucking picture. Fucking parents were thinking. A bunch of fucking idiots. That would be a good idea. Let's like, Erin already looks like a fucking pound puppy because of her goddamn hair. Let's put her in a sailor suit, make her smile with her 2 missing front teeth.
Looks like a pound
fucking
puppy.
Yeah, let's throw her in there.
Looks like a pound puppy is the meanest shit.
Oh man.
Looks like a pound.
Oh, owl videos. Yeah, I don't think I have it. I'll have to dig it up. I'll try to dig those pictures up for you.
Jesus Christ. Oh god. Yeah,
man, they were all like you're bringing back all these fucking memories. Well, like I tell everybody, I'm like, I had great parents. My parents too. While I still say I had great parents because I think I did, they were not perfect. They did a lot of dirty shit to me and my sister.
Our parents were getting away with murder.
They were, man. Can't
trust them.
They do that nowadays. They're worried about how many likes they're gonna get. So your fucking 4-year-old,
yeah,
ain't gonna sit there.
People are gonna put you on blast on Facebook.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, "What the?" They're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this
your
shit?"
4-year-old's gonna be like, "Nah, son, I gotta keep up that online image." You know that image where you make your life look better than it is.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, people are gonna know that you're an asshole.
I already tell people, like, or I tell Amanda all the time. She's like, yeah, these people are fucking, taking trips. I'm like, yeah, I know. I was like, and they're also in an extreme amount of debt because they do that.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, I think a comedian or somebody said that like, your online presence is all fucking bullshit. You're just showing people what you want them to see.
Yeah, it's literally the best version of you.
Yeah, there is no picture on that same trip where she fucking, leaned over and farted in his face while they were laying in bed, which most certainly happened.
Yeah.
But you don't see that. It's like they're not going to show you that. They're fucking disgusting fucking people just like you and me and everybody else on the planet. Like your Facebook page is as about real as Christopher Columbus being a hero.
Exactly.
I tell people all the time, what? I was like, they spent an absurd amount of money, probably got a loan, and now are in debt for taking this trip where they sent you like maybe a handful of pictures, like it looked like it was perfect, and they may have had a terrible fucking time.
Yeah.
It's like, but you, I want to do that. Yeah, do it when you can actually do it.
Yeah.
And not, mortgage your future to go to a room.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. They're like, no, it's not that important. Do what the response.
Jesus
Cooking
Christ.
tomorrow.
My sides hurt. I've been cracking up this whole time.
Yeah, no. It's hopefully I'm actually printing the right shipping label and shit because I've been kind of on autopilot laughing at you and I don't know what it's fucked up companies.
Who knows? Well,
Well, you know,
I'm gonna
whatever,
wrap it up. I'm gonna make some food.
It's all good, brother. I'm probably gonna be out of here in the next 10-15 anyway.
I'm gonna put this one live ASAP because I feel like this one was completely out of pocket and great.
Yeah, it's just our fucking nonsense.
Yeah, but
like this was not a discuss type podcast. Like we are literally just shooting the shit. Welcome to our world when we talk to each other.
Exactly. But I'm gonna. All right, bye everybody.